welcome back to the Dork Vision stream, where we're playing the Rime of the Frostmaiden. If you want to watch this stream, it's every Wednesday from 7 to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you want to watch our sister stream, that's on Sundays from 9 p.m. to midnight, with our homebrew game. If you want to find my books, my book of Gastromancy and Guide to Slimes is on DriveThruRPG, and my book of Secrets and City Generator are on the DM's Guild, and if you want to support me another way, then you can do so on Patreon. Meantime, let's get back into what was happening last time. So, last time, in ye old Dork Vision stream, you guys headed to Bremen, I believe, and you guys took a long rest after that fight with Archuriavase? I will have to look up how to pronounce that dragon's name every single time.
Blind white dragon.
I think it's Archaeopteryx. It might be Aerodactyl. I think it's Aerodactyl. We'll go with that for now.
Archie. Can we just call him Archie for short?
So, after your fight with Archibald, the female dragon, you guys made your way to Bremen, a little off course from Bryn Shander, but nonetheless eventful as you guys went on a pub crawl around the 5 various taverns and their various levels of kitsch, including the Tourist Trap Tiki Bar, the Rhode Island-themed nautical bar, a guy with a rock collection, and Boring-Ass Brothers Tavern. What was that, the Even Keel? Oh, that was the nautical theme one. And the Grumpy Moose is where you guys ended up, the Rough and Tumble hub. You also went to the town hall briefly to meet the speaker, who is not much of a speaker. And you bought a walrus named Big Hunk from Ewan's Trinkets.
Oh yeah.
Don't forget that Nephros got asked out and then rejected.
And then promptly denied them. Called her a nerd and went drinking.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that is the summary of what happened. For a bit more specifics, Vilma, you fought a orc at the Grumpy Moose named Kasurk and got a nice rapport with him, even though you beat him to a pulp. You've been drinking for a while.
Yeah, we're both pretty bruised.
Grundle went off to go play hide and seek with I not write their name down. Hefster. With Hefster, Gimlin's daughter from the River's Mouth Tavern. However, you found her in a bit of a sorry state because she was hiding behind a rock from some wolves, which have ambushed you from behind. And this is inappropriate music for such an event. So, go.
Spoopy music.
Spoopy music.
October, it's time to spoop.
Spoop is gonna spoop. Alright, so without further ado, let's just do it in Bremen, why not? It's wolf time. Okay, Suvi, Grundle, you guys were all together. Let's have you guys, for initiative, I will bring up the combat tracker, which is not working. That hasn't happened in a while. Fantastic.
I immediately messed it up and pressed the wrong button.
That's fine. I just need to go and reset the API thing. Come on, do it.
Grundle looks so happy, like he's just looking up to
Loves.
Yeah.
Come, young ward.
Get behind me. I'll protect you.
Got some Batman and Robin shit going on over here.
Here we go. Finally. Okay.
The wolves are in the town.
Uh,
Oh, that was good.
I think, Suvi, you guys got the... I think you guys had the drop taken on you. From my memory. Oh, no.
Damn, I have good initiative.
No, Suvi, you did get 15 perception. Grundle, I will say, with his lack of perception, is surprised. But you are not. So, one of the wolves leaps from behind to attack you, Suvi.
Oh, boy.
And only gets a 22, dealing
nice.
7 piercing damage. I'm going to need a strength save from you, my friend.
7 damage.
Yeah, that's a
Strength.
lot of damage.
He's got the bites. You attempted to roll without select. Oh, right.
I don't understand. Oh, it tells me.
Okay, there we go.
Right, with your
Bad dog.
disadvantage. Oh no, you don't have disadvantage on saves, it's just checks. So yeah, the wolf goes and grabs at your leg, you yank it back, and it is not tipping you over. Another one comes up, and again, it tries to kind of flank you, Suvi, being the larger of the two. I know Grundle's big for his age, but you're still much larger as a furbolg.
Oh, yeah.
It runs up behind you, and using its pack tactics, gets the drop. And they love
Exactly the
rolling
same.
22. You take another 7 damage, and then I need another save.
Ow.
Alright, you're still fine. Right, it is coming up to Hefster's turn.
Fine is relative. He took 14 damage.
He did take 14 damage out of most of his hit points. It is Hefster's turn. She yells as the wolves start attacking you guys, getting the attention of the wolf near her. I'll say that there's like a rock interposed between them. But she is too scared to move. So, Suvi, it is your turn. Remember, I think... Are you just tipsy or are you drunk?
I think I'm still tipsy.
Alright,
I'm not sure
then...
what the effects are because I lost the...
Oh, it's fine. If you are tipsy, then you have disadvantage on attacks and such. If you were drunk, you would have to choose randomly who you attack while in combat.
Ah, okay.
That was the only
Basically
big
the
difference.
same.
But you do have +2 to your damage while you're tipsy, using these rules.
Cool. Well, there's wolves. I'm gonna attack the top one with
Sure.
my quarterstaff. Oh wait, first I'm going to mark him with my favored foe. Which button doesn't work?
You
Okay.
point at the wolf and say that you just love hunting wolves.
I'm gonna kill you!
It becomes your favorite foe.
So that adds 1d4 to my damage, and we'll do an attack roll.
Awesome.
Two-handed stick. Two-handed stick. There we go.
Whip out your quarterstaff, and even with the disadvantage, it does hit. These guys, I'm going to say, have padded, but that doesn't matter. So, we'll hit. Go for it. Right.
There we go.
The D4 is for the favored foe, correct?
Yep.
Okay,
Yep,
and then
yep.
you deal a bonus 2 damage from being tipsy. That's 12 damage. The wolf goes down. It yelps and falls away.
Beast.
It's just put an X on him. Don't need to worry about that. All right. Anything else for you, Suvi?
Well, I'm going to use my speech of beast and leaf to insult the other wolf.
Oh. What are you saying?
What?
Get out of my town! I don't know.
Get out of my
Oh,
town to
Lord.
which I am a tourist.
This town's not big
Get
enough
back in
for
the woods
three
where
of
you
us.
belong!
This town is under my protection. I'm Furbolg. All right.
Oh man.
Grundle, you are surprised. We'll get to act
Whoa.
next round. This wolf
Holy crap! Wolves!
leaps around the boulder and goes after Hefster.
Wow,
With a
amazing
snap,
roll, son.
Hefster goes down. She is not doing too well. She's dying. Bleeding out. The wolf starts dragging her off into the snow as she shrieks in pain and falls unconscious from the shock. This wolf turns towards Grundle, a new foe, now that that wolf has just been taken out. It's gonna bite the Grundle. Oh,
Or not.
I don't recall. I don't do a lot of combat with you guys yet. So, what is your AC?
It is 13.
13?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're fine. The pack tactics is gone. He does not hit. All right. That wolf's dead. Hefster's turn. She's gonna make a death save. I'll do that in private. Oh, interesting. Okay. Suvi,
Thanks.
it is your turn.
Hmm. Well, gotta deal with this wolf before I go anywhere. Guess I'll snap him. I don't have the HP to run away.
Sure. Makes sense.
Makes perfect sense.
Pressing onward. You press the assault.
Drunken master.
And that is going to hit the wolf again. Roll for damage. Once again.
Okay, one more than last time.
Yeah, even with your drunkenness, it sort of empowers your strikes here, heating your blood in the snow of Bremen. And with a crack, the wolf goes down and rolls away from you. The other wolf, seeing that its pack members are down, it drops Hefster. Looks like it's about to make a run for it. Grundle.
How far can I move out here?
Oh, sorry. I'll say, yeah, you can make it to Hefster. Easy enough. Right.
Don't worry, you'll be fine.
Now Grundle.
You jerk! Ah!
You enter a rage. Oh, it's too bad you, it's too bad you didn't choose a Joey voice for your barbarian. I'm sure you know why.
Brooklyn Rage.
Brooklyn Rage! It's okay,
That gives me
Mokuba can go
rage.
into a Brooklyn Rage then.
Whoa, Brooklyn Rage. You'll make me so mad, you hurt my friends.
Grundle rallies himself into a rage and rushes towards the wolf.
And we're gonna... Great X. And...
Hell yeah. That is
Uh,
definitely going to hit. Even with your exhaustion. Thankfully you're not drunk as a child. That's good. You rush
He's
over.
a teenager. There's drinking ages. They're so different across the world.
Yeah, that is true. We don't know what the half-orc's drinking age is. We don't even know if it's
That was
regulated
the
here.
minimum I could roll, too. That was good.
All right. You slide in towards the wolf, heckling Hefster. And as you slide in, you swipe at the wolf's flank, dealing 6 damage to it. All right.
I take that.
Anything else for you?
No, I'd probably just try to be in between the wolf and Hester as much as possible.
All right. The wolf takes its turn and it disengages. As you go to swipe at it again, it jumps out of the way and it makes a run for it. It turns tail. It moves up to 40 feet away, but it'll be gone if you guys don't kill it before then. All right, Hefster, time for another death save. Oh, fun, interesting. Suvi, it's your turn.
You should at least beeped so you know it rolled.
That's what happens when you're rolling the GM.
Yeah, well.
It beeped on my screen, so.
Well, good thing we're level 2, because I have spells now.
Huzzah! You won't
Just magically learn them
accidentally.
overnight.
You won't drunkenly harm her with a medicine check. That's good to know.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and cast a Cure Wounds.
Right. Tsuvi, what does your magic look like, if you have any preference?
Sort of like he breathes out a cloud of kind of magical, icy shit, like winter theme kind of thing. and just
Okay, so he's like an ice ranger?
yeah.
I think that's called the
Kitty.
blue ranger, technically. Or the white ranger.
All right.
Whichever
blue's
one you
white
like better. You lean down towards Hefster and close your eyes as you exhale a breath. Her wound freezes over. As the ice cracks open, her wound has healed underneath. She coughs and sputters, but she awakens. Oh, the dog attacked
Don't worry,
me.
child. You're
I
alright.
found you. You lose.
Now's not the time.
Wow. Now? Now you're doing that? Okay.
Also, we saved you from the wolves.
It looked like she was about to cry, but it sort of turned into laughter as Grundle has reassured you with your japes. She's doing fine. She's back at full hit points. She gets up in the snow with your help. I'm gonna go back to Daddy, but thanks for playing with me, Grundle, and thanks for saving me, Mr. Big Man.
Fine, little one.
You're welcome.
We'll walk you back to town.
Yay!
Yeah.
Can I go on your shoulders, Mr. Big Man?
Of course.
Sure, why not?
Pick
Oh,
her up with one
yeah,
hand. Just
Okay.
Right, she
Roll
hops on
initiative.
Pop.
Who gets to carry her?
Can I go on your shoulders? You both grab for her.
Just imagine Grundle on top of
I'll
Susie's
just football
shoulders.
carry Grundle and walk her back.
Yeah.
Okay, you're mouse earsing these tokens over here, with one on each.
Secret
Mickey
Mickey.
for $100,000, please. Thank you.
Oh no, we can't do that. There wasn't a Mickey here, Mister.
No, delete him.
It's Disney, break in the door. Open up, we know you got a Disney icon in there.
You see that keychain?
We saw that keychain. Oil. All right. You walk Hefster back to town, and she's fine. You guys, where are you guys heading after this escapade? Just back to the Grumpy Moose?
Reconvene with everyone else, I assume.
Sure.
Back to the hospital.
Back to the hospital. All right. Hefster goes back to the river's mouth. She says bye to you guys and thanks you again. She says not to tell her daddy that she wandered off outside the city. She wasn't
They
supposed to
won't
go
notice
beyond
the
the
shark
forest line.
bites, scars on her.
Just don't tell daddy, okay?
Okay.
Don't go playing in the woods at sunset anymore.
I won't. I know now. Bye, Mr. Bigman. Bye, Gwendol.
Bye, Hefter. Esther. Say your name.
Bye, Heifer.
Should probably
Alright.
dress these bleeding bite wounds on my leg. Huh?
Sisters.
She rushes back inside.
She is now somehow a cow.
Moo.
Cheese, Rocco.
Heifer?
All right.
Yeah, it's a cow.
Boy.
You head back to the Grumpy Moose
But I'm a
to
wolf.
reconvene with your allies. All right, everybody. You guys have one less exhaustion, and you are no longer drunk. And you wake up.
Oh, cool.
Vilma, Nephros, and Suvi and Venric.
Hmm.
You guys awaken in the same room. It's not the buried treasure, but you do see Grundle sitting on a chair eating a muffin. He is on the other side of the bars.
Muffin's really good. Blueberry and chocolate. I think
Oh my
it's
God.
chocolate.
Can you stop eating that muffin so loud? Oh, jeez.
What's so loud about me eating a muffin?
Despite, oh no.
It's the less crunchiest food.
They're like particles flying everywhere.
Nefris is just
Every
like cradling
bite.
his head.
Every bite is gnawing at my skull.
Just to be a little shit, can we say that Venric used their 5 points of lay on hands before going to bed so that way they can get a good night's rest? It gets rid of poison, disease, that sort of thing.
Yeah,
You
sure.
know.
In that case, I will actually have you on the other side of the bars as well. You can explain what happens as Jeeves comes in. He only has one level of exhaustion now. Still tired though.
He's old. It's
He's
fine.
old. He comes in with Gunborg, and she says, I warned you, Nephros, not to go to the Grumpy Moose. This is how it ends up most of the time.
This isn't the worst scrape I've been in. Gives me a taste of the character of this town.
Did you all have fun on your little bender?
Well, besides
Great.
the lack of hot chocolate. Yeah.
That's
Did anyone else nearly get mauled by wolves?
I mean, metaphorically.
No, is that the reason why you had scratches all over you when you came back?
Yeah, we fought the wolves.
Yes.
I
Why-
hit it with my axe.
Why were we all fighting wolves when nobody else was around?
Well, yeah, it just kind of
We
happened.
couldn't just leave a little girl to get eaten.
Oh well,
Yeah.
that's fair. That's fine.
Gunborg
Don't tell her
pulls
father.
out a little notepad and says, well, from my estimations, the damages come into about 5 gold pieces, I think, in total. The wolves you were fighting, you kind of tore them up a bit, so the Tavern Keep is going to need those rugs replaced. What was your name again? Vilma? Yeah, Kasurk is not pressing charges, thankfully, but he's
Yeah, I paid
really
him
out of
for
it.
his drinks already. He should be fine.
And Nephros, we did have to return all of the things that were in your pockets, I'm afraid. But I think you've sobered up enough and maybe learned a lesson, so I'll let you out of here now. She opens the door to the jail and lets you guys out.
Quick check. Where's Big Hunk?
Big Hunk is
Big Hunk has been graffitied.
no.
No.
I would have to go on a killing spree if that happened. So I hope not.
I
His
think that was a
lipstick.
bender.
Big Hunk is out there with Grundle across from him and his muffin.
He's in good hands. Okay.
Yeah, Big Hunk is an upstanding citizen, unlike you.
Yeah, no charges against Big Hunk,
Yeah.
thankfully.
I'm taking care of Hunk. I gave him muffin.
He does get hungry in the morning.
Yeah.
Hey, Velma, split it 50-50?
Man, this town. Sure. 2.5 gold pieces.
That's what they said. Well, that's what they estimated anyway. I'll take that. Do you have the money?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Then she will
Yeah,
take it.
2 gold and 5 silver. Yep.
I am a noble, of course I have the money.
Of course I have the money. Okay, I'll make sure that this gets back to our keep. Bartimus, that was their name, sorry. Always trying to find all these names that I've written down when we go on a pub crawl and I have to invent 20 people in a single session. Alright.
Yay, session 2.
Alright, you guys are let out by Gunborg. Enjoy the rest of your time here at Bremen and try not to cause too much more trouble. Try to just visit one tavern at a time next time, right?
I
The
did
dwarves were
everything
the ones-
right, but
It was the dwarves who had the idea of the pub crawl.
This is true. They were trying to egg us on with this whole pub crawl thing.
honestly, you should blame them. They're the one who provided us and egged us on. Now,
Yeah, who gives more drinks to drunks?
it's unresponsible, I would say.
Yes,
Unresponsible.
I'm still feeling it.
that's more of
Oh
an
boy.
Realized that my volume was a bit low, so I'm turning it up. Anyway,
blanket.
yeah, I normally have it at a certain number, and it wasn't at that, so I turned it up a bit.
Out there.
Sorry for the
Well-
inconvenience for anybody listening.
Does this mean that we can finally leave? We have jobs that we can do, and all of a sudden, you all look horrible.
Yeah, this sounds like an invitation to start some trouble outside of town.
Yeah.
I'm still kind of tired, but I can move on.
I feel great.
Right.
Uh-huh.
The weather's beautiful outside. Where are we heading? Did we drunkenly find any guides to the next town that or wherever we're trying to go? Where are we trying to go?
Vilma, I'm gonna have you make a investigation check.
Oh, should I make a? Okay. There we go. There we go.
As you're walking along, wondering what your next plan is, you're tossing Big Hunk in your air like a flipping a pen or something, just haphazardly.
Just playing with like a football right
Yeah,
now.
just like a fidget spinner, but it's your giant walrus wood carving. And you see that something's been carved into it. It says Scoovprit.
It says.
Oh, did it not say it? It says
I heard it.
It says Scoovprit.
Okay. And
Of a
That's it.
language we recognize?
It is not a language you recognize.
defiled the hunk. Does anybody know what this is?
Hmm?
Nephros,
Hold on.
did you see a scoop print?
What is a scoop? Let me take a look at that.
Just shove it right in his face.
Does it look like it's a misspelling of something, or it was like poor? Does it look like the person who scrolled it was like in their right mind, or is it a drunken scrolling?
Make a
Insight?
investigation. I guess I guess insight check would work, but
Intelligence, insight?
I will also have everybody else make an insight check to try and remember what happened last night.
All right, I'm going to
Insight
investigate
ourselves.
it, and then I will
Sure.
roll an insight to try and remember.
Hmm.
Of course,
I've
remember
seen a lot of
these.
big numbers
If you
here.
have exhaustion, it is made with disadvantage.
No idea. Yeah, me and Nevros have no idea.
Well, that makes sense. Yeah, you guys look at each other. No clue what happened last night. Venric,
Hmm.
you vaguely remember something, even though you were drunk for most of the time before you intentionally healed yourself of it. You did see Vilma talking to somebody really intensely and then go upstairs with them.
Do I remember where? Like which?
It was in the
Tavern?
Grumpy Moose somewhere.
Oh, I mean, there was that fellow that you were talking to in the Grumpy Moose. I mean, maybe that has something to do with it. Maybe some weird calling card, or
Darling, you're going to have to be more specific.
They were really short.
Are we
Hmm.
going fishing or something?
Once
No.
again, short is relative. Short for you?
They were
So for
shorter
me?
than Nephros.
Shorter than Nephros.
Is Nephros now our
Perhaps shorter than
baseline?
Grundle as well.
might be a good place to start looking. We can investigate and see if we can find that same figure and have a conversation with them.
But just in a town of dwarfs, can't find somebody shorter than them.
Or we can just go around and just yell it outside until somebody answers.
Alright, I will
Yeah.
start hollering at the top of my lungs. Scoof Prit around the town.
An elaborate prank.
Nobody gonna sleep because of y'all. Y'all not gonna sleep because of me.
Scoop bread!
Listen, if they're gonna arbitrarily charge me gold pieces for I didn't do anything wrong, but whatever. I'm gonna fucking scream around this town. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like super early.
Alright, Vilma. Make an intimidation check. I guess that'll apply. Kind of.
Intimidate.
Oh baby.
Scoop bread!
Some of the like buildings shudder a little bit. Some snow falls off the roofs.
People are closing windows.
Some
fear
snow
of
falls
the-
off of the edges of the rooftops. An icicle
Like the Goliath
falls.
Raiders.
As you call this, a few people like open their doors suddenly, like, what the fuck's going on?
You start pointing at people I see on the street. School Brit! School Brit!
You scooped it! You scooped it!
Anything.
As you
Yes.
yell this, somebody tumbles down out of the Grumpy Moose and opens the door. It is a little gnome. Yeah.
The gnome from
I
the
knew
black
it.
bearded brother.
It appears so.
I will walk over to him, grab him by the collar, and lift him up.
Yeah.
The Jews defile the hunk.
What? I didn't. I was.
Shove it. I just shove Scoob Print in his face, the carving into Big Hunk.
You shove it into his face. I'll remind you guys that this is the gnome that was like wearing a human-sized like cloak and hood with like a long pipe or whatever. I don't think it was actually a pipe. I believe it was
And
like
he
a.
threatened us.
I think
And
I
he-
remember him.
He was super mysterious for
The
about
Aragorn
3
looking
seconds.
one, yeah.
He was super mysterious for 3 seconds in the Black Bearded Brother. As you shake him and then shove Big Hunk in his face, he goes, I'm Scoof Prit, but I didn't, I don't remember what happened last night.
This is a serious offense. Not only is this a cursed Goliath artifact, but you have defiled it.
Cursed? I had no idea that it was a cursed thing. I thought that you just wanted my autograph.
I have no idea who you are. Why would I want that? I can just drop him from the 6 feet up in the air. I
He might die.
was holding him.
The fatal fall
damage
of
applied
6
to
feet.
5 feet now.
He'll fall in snow. It's fine.
It's snow. I'll drop him in a snow pile. It's fine.
He
Yeah,
leaves
you
a
fall-
gnome-shaped print.
Well, there's a cloak spitting out of the hole in the snow. That's all you can really see before he like climbs out, scrabbling up his own cloak as a rope. I'm sorry, Vilma? Was that your name?
That is so. It is fine. I can remove the curse, but it'll cost you 5 gold pieces.
It'll cost me. Wait a minute. You told me that wasn't a family heirloom. You said
No,
that
I
was
said
your
it was
boyfriend.
cursed. Well, he's lovely and I love him, but he's cursed, and you've clearly defiled him with your name. Your very shitty name that I hate.
Listen, Scoovprit is a name that is known all across these 10 towns. You should be lucky that it's written on that big hunk of yours.
You have defiled it? And I dislike you for this.
Make a new intimidation check. All right.
Fenric would like to run up in between to try and sort of calm down the emotions of the group and what's going on. Maybe we can find some sort of compromise or, figure out what's going on. Maybe he didn't do it. It was somebody else.
No, no, I did do it.
All right.
Miss Vilma, I was under the impression that you were of noble blood, so I thought that I would give you my autograph in return for a simple fee, and you agreed. And that is what you gave me, so I wrote it on your wooden
Did you
idol?
take advantage of me while I was drunk? I pick him up again, and I lift him even higher in the air.
I didn't know that you were drunk. I thought that Goliaths, they must have like a huge constitution. You know. I figured you were just really playful and really
What
powerful.
Did we agree to?
Didn't agree to anything. If you
said we made an agreement. You said that.
Oh, well, we made a little agreement. That's
And
well, I may have conscripted you to into a job.
why? I'm just flailing my hands around with him still, and I'm like, what is this happening to me? Okay.
Well, let's hear him out, because it's either this or the fishing thing, because they seem to be conscripting us no matter where we go.
I don't want to
You
fish.
sure it wasn't the fishing guy in the first place?
Are
Oh,
you the fishing guy?
You've met him?
Yeah, he's a jerk.
Oh,
The fishmonger was quite insistent that we go fishing with him.
I did tell him that I would be getting him some able bodies, and you had agreed to go. To slay a monster, I believe you said?
Ooh, I'm gonna slay a monster.
All right. I'm gonna be sober for the rest of this trip.
Maybe when we're, like, in a campground or something away from all the people, you can drink. We'll keep an eye on you.
If you want your silver pieces back for the commission, I'd
I
be more
do.
than willing to give
Why did I
back.
pay you for you to give me a job?
Well, it was for the autograph. The job was to
Fine
pay
with
off
me.
the,
Give me my money back, you son of a bitch.
You shake your head.
Shaking him by the neck.
Jeez, don't have a cow, man. He,
I literally shake the money out of him.
as he's shaking, he's like
Ooh,
trying
money.
to open his pouch. A few copper pieces fall onto the ground, and he pulls out 2 silvers and hands them to you in his fist.
I just snatch it as violently as possible.
Ugh. Yes.
I'll put
okay.
him down gently this time and
You
give
put
him
him
a
down
stare,
gently.
though.
I'm sorry for seemingly taking advantage of you. I just knew that somebody needed help and you were adventurers and you agreed at the time.
If you're lucky, you're not swimming out in the ice where all those monsters are.
Oh, that's
Cool.
not very nice.
That's our job.
All right, Vilma, I'm going to have you make an insight check. Try
Nope.
and remember things from last night. Yeah,
Now that whole night is gone.
don't worry about it.
It's gone.
Well, I'll be going, but, if you slay that monster, I'll be sure to still tell your tales, Vilma, and, didn't get any of the other names, but
No, I don't think you need him. It's fine though.
sure,
Do you at least
sure.
know what kind of monster we're talking about here?
I don't know. There's just rumors. There's some elf that's been investigating the whole thing. She was in the Stones Tavern last night. Real loser. Kind of a nerd.
Oh, we met that fucking nerd.
I vaguely
Anyway.
recall something like that.
I still am a bit hungover, so I'm gonna head back into the tavern and sleep the rest of this off. Sorry for the trouble again.
Dear.
Dear. That's all we heard.
I'm staring daggers at him.
Oh, okay.
So does this mean we have to go and do the fishing thing that I was going to do anyway?
Wait, isn't it? We're supposed
Well,
to
now
be
we're well
saving.
rested.
Supposed to be finding some lady's missing son, aren't we?
There's a lot of things that people have been asking us to do, but we've said none or no to any of them. So
This place is falling apart and there's no leadership.
you promised to find Cora's son, Huawar,
Huawar, yeah.
from the buried treasure.
Track the Chewingas.
You were gonna track the Chewingas for
Chewinga.
Onyim at the Even Keel, I think.
Yep.
Onion, yep.
Oh no, that was at the Blackbearded Brother as well.
Yep, we're tracking chimichangas for onion.
I don't think you got any quests at the Even Keel, and at the Stones Tavern, you got. Oh no, at the Even Keel you met those three other patrons, and they were talking about how there was a reward to clear out the mines in Tourmaline. That's nowhere near
Yes.
here, though.
And then that one lady got horny over how the speaker used to be, and we left that promptly.
Yes.
He was a man.
The situation ended. And then at the Stones Tavern, you met Tolly, and they said that the sea monster has various descriptions, and nobody's really lived to tell the tale, and it's also only attacking the ships from Bremen. Meanwhile, Grinsk Barrelbore came in and tried to get you guys to fish trout for him for a fee. You,
Yeah.
well, at least one of you said
Right.
you'll meet them at the dock yesterday, and then promptly went to the tavern instead.
Everyone just was like, nope, we're not doing it. Just come with us. You can work tomorrow.
That was the 3 levels of exhaustion talking.
Mm-hmm.
So, what would you guys like to do? You guys are presumably in 5 Tavern Center right about now. You guys were at the town hall. That's where their prison is. It's just like a few cell doors.
Well, I mean, you two, and he gestures over to Subi and Gretel, you're developing a bit of a resume of rescuing children. Why don't we go up to Care? What is it, Care? Gonig?
Yeah, Morin.
Do we know where that is? Does anybody
Nope.
know where that is?
No, I thought we were trying to find a guide to bring
I
us
have no
there,
memory of that
That's
place.
right. That was your job last time.
Yeah.
which we failed horribly.
Distracted.
Yeah, I mean,
Fishing trip does sound
Hey,
fun.
we had pressing business.
you know, just throwing it out there. This is a fishing town, right? So what better place than to go down to the docks, do some fishing, and maybe hear who or what is around this place and find a good guide that way. Maybe we just need to be on a boat.
Good
Suvi
show,
Grundle.
Master Venric.
Wait, Suvi and Grundle, aren't you guys from this area?
Yeah, I'm from 10 Towns.
A bit further
Great.
north of here than this. Yes.
You don't know about this area?
I don't
I
know.
have the Outlander background. What do I know?
I do too.
I'm gonna have you guys make a, say,
Major?
history if you're looking for the
Yeah.
town.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
Clark. 0.
Ah, a cool 0.
I said I'm from here. I didn't say I knew the place.
I'm from
I
10
know the
Towns.
land, not
Well,
the
you're
city.
from south of 10 Towns. You've heard of the 10 Towns. You know there's 10 of them. You know that they're towns.
Meanwhile, Suvi is not entirely sure on the concept of the passage of time.
These mountains are made of wood, have pointed peaks with chimneys of flame.
I know the forest better than I know the towns. I'll be honest.
Yeah, I was only set up in a village.
The only thing
Oh.
the towns are good for is booze and food.
Why
Which
don't
there
you go
is in
to-
plenty.
Why don't we go to the town hall and find a map, perhaps, and then maybe that will be enough for you guys.
Maps are good.
Nephros, why don't you go talk to your girlfriend?
Who's it? My girlfriend? No. Nephros does not get tied down with such commitments as that.
We'll just pretend for now,
Like a boss.
so we can get the map.
Just pretend.
Come on.
Just make
Just
it
come
till
on.
you make it.
Let's all go to the town hall as a group. Come on.
Yeah, I'll be. Hey, I'll give him a wink and give him Bard an inspiration. Just go get us that map.
I think what he's saying is that he can't do it.
He's got Bardic inspiration. He better find a way.
That's all right. We can try and talk to her for you. You don't
I
seem
get-
to be the woman
Ising.
pleasuring, eyesing,
Whoa.
can't word today.
Whoa.
Whoa!
But shade for someone so tiny.
Jeez, you cast a
All
lot of
right.
shade for such a tiny man.
All right, step aside, Venric. I'm doing this.
Yeah, go
Just-
get him.
Face,
All right.
common
Over 'em.
face.
You guys head to the town hall. Back so soon. Did you forget anything? Gunborg looks up from her desk.
Yes, you see, we were planning on heading north to Caer Gunnig, and I was wondering if you had, perhaps in your possession, access to a map we could use to navigate our way there.
Yes, well, I'd imagine you'd need a map to go there if you were going to go head north, as it's east. Here, there's a map. We're on the wall. There's a bit of dust on it. I'll have to blow it off. She goes
By
back
north,
to
I
her
meant
work.
uphill, not actually north.
North as in front of me.
Yeah, yes.
All right.
All right.
She shows you a map of Icewind Dale. It's a big one.
Oh, jeez.
Map get.
Zoom out. Zoom out.
Is it so
Holy
blurry? Oh,
crap.
it's just humongous.
So big.
The overworld!
world.
That's a lot of snow.
Bleak? Frozen?
Wow. Where did we
Yes.
come from to end up in Bremen?
You came from the south. You were heading towards Bryn Shander, the largest of the towns.
We
But
really got off track.
yeah,
We must have been following the Shandagon River, right?
you went up through the no, there's a road down here.
Oh, I thought like after all the blizzarding, we like followed the river, basically.
Nah, during the blizzard, you guys got lost like here. Ended up going here, crossing a river
Cross the
And
river to
ended
escape
up-
from the dragon.
That's right.
in Bremen by following the river to civilization. And that is the lake. That's why I was like, it's important that you know that that is not the entire lake on the Bremen map.
Mhm.
It is bigger.
Dilaka.
Loch Ness situation.
Yeah. So, yep, the miles are set to be roughly accurate. Also, if you want to find Caer Konig and Caer Dinaval,
Yeah,
they
saw
are
those out
far to the east
there. Oh well. Look at
on
this.
Loch Dinashir.
Maybe we could take a boat across.
But there's literally roads.
Also, this is lake, and this is lake. Oh, you mean across to Tourmaline?
No,
Going in
yeah.
this general direction.
Well, we've got to go to Tourmaline, and didn't you lot say? I mean, I'm trying to get to Bryn Shander. Aren't the rest of you?
I mean, I'm sort of up here as a scout.
They're
I'm trying to
close to the
find my
Glass tribe,
brother.
so... And his brother. It seems that we might stop at Prince Shanza first, and then...
I mean, we could head up to Tourmaline too after stopping in Targus.
How much? So how long's travel are these hexes? Would you say, Chris?
There is a rule for it in the Icewind Dale book. Let me see. Oh, of course it's. Why would I write it there? Great. Hold on a second. Apparently I didn't write it there. Please hold.
But what am I holding on to?
Your pants.
Oh no.
Hold on to your
I gotta go
butts.
put on pants.
I wasn't aware that we had prerequisites to the stream. I'll go put on some pants. Yes, we're tapping
never
into your
take me
cameras
alive.
now. Okay. Think I've found it. I'm using my paper printouts that I have for the other game, because I run this at the office. You're probably going to overtake them pretty soon. All right.
Nice.
So, overland travel. Do. Okay. Without snowshoes and without a dog sled, so normal unadulterated travel is a 1/4 mile an hour. So each hex would take, each hex is 1 mile, I believe. Yes? Yeah. So each hex would take 4 hours. So 2 hexes would take 8 hours if you didn't have any gear to speak of. If you get snowshoes, it halves the movement. It doubles your movement and halves the time. So you can travel 4 miles in 8 hours. And if you have a dog sled, you can just travel 1 hex every hour.
So what I'm hearing is that we could hire a boat.
How fast are boats?
Mm.
But did you not hear that literally every boat that goes on this lake from Bremen gets killed by the sea monster?
Look, I'm here to help out people, and if they need help, I'm willing to fight.
That'll give us a straight shot to Tourmaline if we'd go by boat, and then whatever
So-
this monster is.
Was there some kind of training I missed about how to fight things when you're in the middle of freezing ice cold water?
You stay in the
No,
boat.
You stay in the boat.
That the sea monster cracks in half when it wraps around it like a serpent. Like
We
that lady
don't
said.
know that. They just don't come back.
Some said that it looked like a whale, says Gunborg.
Just chiming
Pretty
in.
big. Thanks, Gumborg.
You're welcome.
No.
Maybe it's just attacking fishing boats because it's pissed because things are taking its food.
Nephros is like gonna pull out one of his short swords and kind of line it up against Vendrick's weapon. Oh no, yeah, that looks like no, that's about the same grade of killing something that probably weighs a few 100 tons.
Maybe if you crawl inside it.
And attack it from the inside.
I whack away your sword, just like,
Well, if you want to save your energy for a different fight, that's fine. But I think it could be just a quicker way there. And we can help out a few good people. There's plenty of us if we bring multiple boats. Can't only sink one at a time.
Blankets.
Do you have enough money to rent a boat, Master Venric? After your expedition last night, I'm
Well,
not
we
sure how
haven't-
much money everyone has amongst them. Your clothes are pressed, by the way. They were in the prison. I'm not sure if anybody put them on.
I go back to the prison really quick.
We just been walking around in our skivvies.
You were in whatever you were in last night, which is
the
wet,
not new clothes.
kind of dirty. Yeah. You rush into the back
We
room
had
where
Jeeves
your
try them
stuff
out.
is. I should have mentioned something. I'm sorry.
Yes, Jeeves, it's my clothes.
Don't worry about it, Chiefs. It was very kind of you. They should have just paid more attention.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm terribly sorry. If there's anything else that you need, just ask Jeeves. What?
You know what, Jeeves? What I needed for you is to take a break and enjoy yourself.
I thank you, Master Nephros, but I only take orders from Master Venric.
I've
Why
told
did he
him.
say we could ask?
I've tried telling him that many times. He still won't listen to me, so it's only so much you can do.
Well,
Jeeves
there
is
is
just here to
much
help
that
us.
I can do. But taking a break is not one of them. He waggles his finger.
I'll never understand this man.
Think
Nope.
C-3PO.
I've forgotten how much I hate ice travel.
All right, well, why don't we ask around town about... I'm certainly not buying any boats, but you can see how much they cost. I'm going to find out how much snowshoes cost, and if
Sure.
anyone sells them.
I guess I'll head down to the docks if anyone wants to join. We'll figure out that cost, and we'll meet you, back up at the tavern?
Yeah,
Which one?
I'll go to the
There are-
docks.
There are several.
The one we've been staying at.
Which one?
Buried
I
treasure.
was
The
in
buried
Estelle.
treasure.
Yeah,
Where
the buried.
did you stay?
We stayed at the buried treasure.
Okay.
Yeah, while you
Yeah.
guys were in prison, they stayed at the buried treasure and had hot meals and.
We also stayed there the previous night.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the docks now. I'll meet you all there.
I'll go with you.
I will follow you, Master Venric, although I am quite tired. If it pleases you, I will probably head back to the buried treasure to rest for.
Yeah, but you're dismissed. Just relax. You always put your feet up at least once.
Thank
I'm
you.
not taking a break, just active resting.
Just resting, so that I can perform my duties better when the time comes.
Ugh.
He is a loyal man.
I hope he doesn't. He says his service, as stated, is until death. But I wonder if he's gonna continue after death somehow.
He's he's the final boss. Like,
Yes.
we're fucked.
Final
Like, I've
boss.
ruined our relationship beyond measure. Like, it's my fault that he's gonna kill us.
It
Sorry.
seems that you've found your way to the rime of the Frostmaiden. Megalovania starts playing. Now you must face me. Da da dun dun da da.
I knew it.
You're not a maiden.
Put your remote in the other port. That's how you beat him.
Right. Venric, you head down to the docks. That'll probably take the least time, since it's just heading from A to B. Who's heading with Venric again? Anyone?
Randall?
Big G.
Randall.
Big G.
Randall.
Papa G. You guys head down to the docks. At the docks, there's not too much here. There's a few boats that are just kind of lashed to the dock, and looks like there's like an old warehouse where there's some chimney smoke coming out of the chimney. But you see the dwarf from last night, Grinsk. It looks like he's bringing some lumber down to the docks. As soon as he catches an eye on Venric and Grundle, drops the load, and then he cups his hands in front of his mouth. Hey! I thought that you were gonna get some trout for me!
We gotta fight the sea monster.
Well, hold on. Everyone's all up in arms about not fighting the sea monster.
He huffs towards you all.
No,
I don't
Lord.
care about no sea monster. I need that trout. We didn't get anything in yesterday, and now it's daytime. There ain't nothing out there. If you're still coming to get that trout, I'm still willing to pay you, but you're not gonna catch anything at this hour.
What do they go to bed during the day?
The fish are more active during the dawn and dusk. Yes, they go to
That's
sleep.
Weird.
Yes, they're
Okay.
crepuscular.
They're nocturnal.
No, that's a different word. That means that they're up at night.
Oh, they're dayturnal.
Yeah, sure, that's fine.
I don't care what turnal they are.
Well,
They
you don't need to be fighting us and aggressive and all that stuff. Why did you just dropped all that stuff back there? Would you rather have us help you carry that a little bit? Jeez.
I'm just going to the dock. Just need to do some minor repairs.
No, wouldn't you maybe kind of readdress your approach on yelling and screaming and charging at people? Maybe. Got
Listen,
this bulldog kind of thing.
I got another full crew coming in anyway, whether or not you're gonna help. My old buddy, Scooprit. He was able to procure some adventurers to help with
Wait,
the trout. Scooprit. He's my finder. He hires people for me.
Vilma's ears prick up from halfway across the town.
All right, so
Oh, Brett!
I mean, it seems like you might be real set with like your fishing buddy, but what
Yeah.
if we needed to like pay for a boat? How about that?
The boat's free if you were going to get some trout. Otherwise, I ain't got no boats for no freeloaders. And I certainly ain't giving them out. Not even for money, because I need them to make money. I've already paid that Scooprit like 2 silver to try and get some new people out here.
Okay, I'm not the brightest person, but if someone's gonna give you money instead of doing work for other things that potentially might not get you money, I think there's a better deal there. But not to throw any sort of stand on your business ventures. But if you could just point us in the direction of the Scooprit, then we'll head over there and talk to him.
I believe he normally hangs out at the Grumpy Moose. That's where I get most of my hires.
Anything else to go off that? The Scooprit? Do we?
He's
just yell
about
at
your
him?
height. He's a gnome.
Oh. Well, why didn't you start with that?
Because you did not ask.
All right. Well, thanks. All right, come on, Grundle. We gotta go this way.
Okay.
All right, well, if you're coming back, the offer still stands if those other people don't show up.
I'll just wave and be like, yeah, sure. If it,
Hey, Vendrick,
We can.
why don't we, tell him we're gonna fish for trout and then just use the boat to go wherever?
this is what I was trying to figure out. But everyone's up in arms about fishing and being in the water.
We don't even have to fish. We can just say we're gonna go fishing and then just, leave.
As you guys are talking to him, he was kind of like walking and talking. I'm gonna have you guys make a perception check.
Oh, hell yeah.
Right.
With
My disadvantage.
Yeah, even with your disadvantage, you're able to. Yeah, Benrick's not paying attention that much.
I don't have disadvantage.
Is it a
Or
skill check?
exhausted, I
Do you have
believe.
exhaustion?
If we had a night's rest, then it would have been 0, because I had less exhaustion levels.
Yeah,
Oh.
so you should be 0. You can change
Yeah, it
your
should be a 0.
character.
I'm at 1, I believe.
I believe it should
That
just
was
be
it.
me and
Started
Grundle at
two,
1.
We took one rest.
Yeah.
Yep.
The rest of the night, so it should be out too. Yeah.
Yeah, and you also. Yeah.
'Cause some of us had 3, some of us had 2.
Sorry, I
Yeah.
should have let people know to get rid of their exhaustion.
Well,
the full
screw you,
Monty.
DM.
Anyway,
Me.
so, Grundle, you notice something out of the ordinary as Grinsk is going down to the dock to make repairs. He seems to be working on a set of 2 rowboats, mostly one. There's a huge, looks like it hit something really hard in the front of the boat, in the bow on the right side. But you could swear they kind of look like teeth marks.
Oh, Grundle has a bad feeling about this.
I got a bad feeling in my Grundle.
Grundle has decided he's talking in the third person now.
Bad feeling
He
about
does that
what?
Who I am now.
on occasions.
Would you like to inform me of this bad feeling, or are we just...
Oh, yeah, well, there's you see the boat that he is working on with
Oh.
he had the wood to fix it. Well, I think that the boat on the front has giant teeth marks.
It looks like a bite has been taken out of it.
It,
The boat
it
is
doesn't
called
really.
The boat that's damaged is called the Pronged Goat. The other boat isn't really damaged at all, but it's called the Burly Ram.
Cute.
Sensing a theme here.
Mm.
Yeah, that doesn't look like a regular wreck.
Well, then we don't need to worry about regular travel. We can just go and find this tracker, whatever you call them. Maybe you can point
And then
us in a
hunt the
different direction.
monster. Yep, I got it.
Yeah, all right, all right, one step at a time. Let's go.
I'm
let's
gonna
go find
chop
him.
its head off.
Right. Vilma and Nephros and Suvi, you guys went off to find snowshoes and potentially a guide. What would you guys like to do? Just look around? Are any of you looking for one thing and the other?
I think
Or-
Nephros explicitly is looking for snowshoes, and he'd probably start by asking at like Ewan's trinkets or the buried treasure if they know of somewhere that would sell them in town.
Sure. What about the other two?
Largely the same.
I think I'll be like, maybe we can get away with a dog sled. Maybe there's one of those around town, but this is a real town that there might not be anything in, so not
A
high
one
hopes
dog
for that
sled
one.
kind of town.
Yeah, one dog sled kind of town.
It's a one dog sled town.
Maybe we could make some. Anybody craftsman?
I don't know how to make a dog.
Well,
no, the shoes.
win a mommy dog and a daddy dog. Walked right into that one. Good one, Chris.
Wow.
High five.
It has self 5.
All right.
All right. Search.
So,
Inspired Nephros.
of course. Nephros, make a charisma-based investigation check.
Oh, I can use the button.
I can use the fun button.
Fund it.
The funton.
Oh, I have to click my token.
Aye.
Dink. All right,
Oh, yeah.
charisma-based investigation.
Would you like to use your bardic investigation? I don't need to tell you if that succeeds or fails.
I guess I would use the bardic inspiration, yeah, which is like what, 1d4?
Roll max.
Yeah.
No, it's a
It's a D6, I think.
Oh, is it? Oh.
Oh, okay.
Beautiful.
Well,
All
I
right.
put my eggs in the wrong basket. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Nephros, you're good with words. Nephros walks over to the nearest person and promptly proceeds to not be the best at words. He,
You look like a left-handed snowshoe.
so, hey, your shoes, they look pretty snowy. You know where I can get some snow like those shoes? And you bite your
Yeah,
tongue.
just
It
uses,
starts
like, terrible
bleeding
puns.
profusely onto the snow, and the person just kind of turns and runs away screaming.
Walks up to someone and says, "Hey, do you know anything about shoes?" They just close the shop.
Someone walks past you and says, "I heard that," and slaps you across the face.
Yeah.
Vilma, your inspiration was not used very well.
No, it was used well.
It was used.
Oh, it was used. You guys do not know where to find snowshoes. That is the end result.
Now it looks like we'll be crafting our own. Let's get some trees.
You can certainly try.
Even if we like aided him, it wouldn't change a goddamn thing.
I'm not proficient in woodworking tools.
How's
would
it
say-
used around Suvi?
I would say survival could get you some improvised snowshoes. They're probably good for one trip rather than many.
Normally I just kind of trudge through it because, tall.
That is
Particularly
true.
bad right now since the sun disappeared.
That is also true.
It's like gaze up at the gray skies.
Yeah, there's no aurora out at this hour, so it's just kind of a light gray. No blizzard, though.
The fishing's probably about the same all day, considering the weather.
Yeah,
If we
well,
can't
I
find
don't think the
snowshoes.
fish have any cycles now that it's been disrupted by this, the sun going away.
their cicada rhythm has been thrown off.
Mm-hmm. The cicada
There's
rhythm.
carpet wolves about town.
As you guys ponder these thoughts, Nephros walks back with a fresh welt on his face, getting slapped real hard, bleeding from his tongue from having bitten it with his sharp teeth.
Did you get tongue-tied there, Nephros?
These locals are so unbelievably rude.
Pity that.
So,
you guys doing now?
no shoes?
But go try and find our own damn shoes.
Well, I thought you'd get something out of whatever the hell happened to your face.
No, actually, when I thought about your inspiration, it made it worse.
That's impossible. There's
Desperation.
no way I made it worse. That's
After
not possible.
after your bickering, Venric and Grundle make their way back from the docks after their quick conversation with Grinsk.
Oh, wow.
You
Hope you had
see,
a better time than we did.
yeah, you see the very obvious gang looming over everybody else going out about their business.
I mean, not so much fun. We met up with that weird dwarf again, who insisted that we could not buy boats from him, but would rather have us get trout for him to potentially not sell. Makes no sense. Also,
Yeah, we can get a boat if we just say we're gonna fish for him. Also, the boats have been mauled by a monster that we're gonna kill.
I thought
Say
that's
that.
what we were doing today.
This is
Well,
just
snowshoes
blatant.
aren't going to happen, as I look at Nephros.
there's a lot of bites in the boats, apparently, so...
Didn't
eh,
he say that the monsters were a myth? And to
Yeah.
ignore them?
Well, he's repairing it right now, so... Obviously, if it's a myth, then he's pretty blind to what's obviously in front of him.
I've never
Wow,
seen a myth
Fenric,
take
yeah.
right out of a boat.
He didn't notice it, or he's lying to us. You poor naive child.
Well, if the boat made it back,
Hey,
it's not going to
take
sink when it
offense to that.
attacks us, at least.
This is true.
If
Anyway.
if the boats didn't come back, we'd be in serious trouble.
Survivor's bias, yay!
Yeah.
Well, so the
You should
bigger
be
thing, though,
reinforcing the parts that weren't bitten.
Yeah.
is that he mentioned that weird name carved on your big hunk.
Yeah, is it gnome that I shook down earlier?
Yeah, he.
Right. But
Yeah,
that's also
it-
apparently the tracker.
Yeah,
not
he
a tracker,
said
he's a
he
finder.
hired us.
No, they
through
hired
me.
some other party.
Yeah, no, the gnome literally told us that he hired us as help to that guy.
Yeah.
The
The guy
point of
that
this
busts
thing...
into a building and tells everybody, I'm hiring.
Yeah, Grinsk told you, Venric, that he was told that a bunch of adventurers would be coming there to help him fish for trout today. From what you've gathered from Scooprit and his story,
It's us.
those adventures were
Mhm.
you, but Grinsk is not aware that that is you guys again.
Yeah,
He
no,
thought that you guys were the last people that were going to go and help him fish for trout.
Well, the big thing I pulled from it is that he's the person you go for when you want to look for other things, so you can find a tracker through him.
No,
Maybe.
he is a swindler, and
No, not Grints, the gnome.
the gnome's a swindler.
At least he knows how to, like, swindle then. Like, he's one person who can at least find us work to some
Well,
degree.
At
Looks
least
at
he's
Nephros
working
has
with the
failed
dwarf.
swindling.
He's working with the dwarf who's repairing the. It's not monster damage, but he's repairing the damage, and they work
It's
together.
not monster damage.
It's definitely
Yeah,
not,
really.
it's not from monsters.
I can't believe it's not monster damage.
I'm not saying we go on the boats, I'm saying we look to him and see if he has anybody else in his crews that is a guy.
We
So
just
we-
looked. We just looked at a map. We know where to go.
We know where to go.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be your
Should we?
guide.
Suvi will guide us, right? Suvi, right?
Yeah, I'm great at survival checks.
Awesome. Great.
Listen,
There you go.
Listen, Vendrick, why don't you just calm down and go ask around for some snowshoes?
Why, did you guys not get snowshoes? I thought you were looking for snowshoes.
No, I didn't bother giving it a try. It's not really my style.
You still have, hold on, you still have some blood, and I'll just like use a napkin and.
Suffered an
maybe wipe away the
unfortunate
blood.
injury.
Yeah, like Nephros like sticks out his long forked tongue and Villa like
I'm
dabs a little
already
bit.
wearing
Missing a fork.
shoes at work in the snow.
Are you wearing shoes?
Yeah, boots.
Yeah, that's
I
fair.
think.
You're also
Well,
tall.
you see, a snowshoe is much different than a regular boot, Grundle. It's actually a wooden disc.
Well, the
much.
shoes are the difference between us getting there tonight or us getting there in the afternoon. But for the rest of the trip, it might make a bigger difference.
Well, it depends on how long it takes us to find these shoes. We might just want to leave now.
Yeah, I mean, sure, we can. Taos is probably a bigger city. They probably have a better chance at offering us snowshoes there, at least.
And at least we can get out of this place, since all they seem to want to do is make us fish, go into the water, try and swindle us out of money and booze.
Yeah.
No, we will fish.
I'd still be down for the fishing. I mean, if we're not going to find snowshoes.
We
I
can
will miss
fish.
the booze.
On our own, if we need to.
He said the fish are asleep right now.
That doesn't make any sense since it's so
No.
cloudy and dark all the time.
None of it makes
That's what
any
he
sense,
said.
which is why I
Did
don't
they
want to be here.
turtle?
If we're not fighting the creature, this is the only good I think that any of us could actually do for this damn town, then we should just leave.
Yes, as a mine, there needs a whole lot of good done to it in Terminate. So let's just head in that direction.
Yeah.
Also, it's all in
Fair
one
enough.
lake. Worst comes to worst, we fight the thing on the other side.
Maybe it'll follow us.
That's the
Listen,
spirit.
Let's spend 1 more hour, and we'll make sure that they definitely know, because seeing Nephros, he got dunked on. So let's just make sure 100% that there are no snowshoes in this place that lives in the snow that they're selling, and then we'll leave. How about that?
Just out of my element.
I might be able to
Nephros
jury rig
sulks.
someone if we have to, but I'd rather not. They won't last.
Well, we can go to, I don't know, any one of the taverns. Or
If we
back
get
to...
a flat board and strap our feet to it.
Yes, if we could just get some wood, we can have Suvi manufacture something. Just something. Make it easier for the rest of the trip. Because the trip could last half a week, or it could last a full week.
All right. Is someone other than me gonna ask
I
around?
can ask around, but just point me in the right direction.
I feel Bardic inspire you. Listen, I go real low and get that level. You're gonna find those shoes. I believe in you, Vinric.
All right, I believe in me too. Thank you. This seems
Okay.
a little over. Okay, that's fine.
And I
I'm gonna
push
go.
him.
Gonna go start talking to everyone. Like,
Gnome
why
tipping.
are they being so weird? Then I go up to the nearest person. Like, excuse me. Do you know where I can find some snowshoes? Any trade goods before we head out?
Yes, of course, Master Venric.
Jeeves!
Oh gosh! Pulls off the mask.
You pull on Jeeves's little cloak. He turns around. I was actually just going to look for those. I figured you would need some for your journey.
I thought you were supposed to be putting your feet up in the tavern.
I was, but I got a little finicky. I decided to do something useful for my master.
Well, appreciated. Where were you going? We can walk together.
You can find snowshoes at the Snowshoe Emporium. It's just there, behind your horned friend there. And he points past Nephros,
I just look back at the party and I'm just like,
who is all
Dumbass.
standing in front
all
of
look at Nephros.
Snowshoe Emporium.
and just
Get
point,
snowshoes.
I literally just point and go, dumbass.
Right next to the fantasy Costco.
Yeah.
Have a better view from the ground level.
Hey, well, it's a good thing if I'm stupid, because then everything you gotta be nice to me, and nothing's my fault, and I'm happy to be stupid. And he
Nephros,
sulks.
shh,
All
it's
right,
okay.
that's
It's
fine.
okay. Give him a little cuddle. It's
Yeah.
okay.
I pat him on the leg as I walk by. It's all right. We all have bad days.
All right. You guys head into Snowshoes Unlimited LLC.
Snowshoe locker.
Well, if you're all right, then I will head back to bed. I didn't realize you were already on this journey. I wish you the best of luck, Master Venric.
We'll get you, Jeeves. How about that?
Jeeves is gone.
How does he-
How does he do that?
No. Sometimes it's better not to ask questions. He's a man of mystery.
Should we ditch him here and leave?
It's impossible. I've tried.
It's impossible.
He followed you to Icewind Dale, so that was honestly like the reason for you coming here, to try and get rid of him. Surely he wouldn't want to hike in the snow for
Surely
well,
he'd die along the way.
200 miles north.
If we send him alone to fish at night and he comes back with a dead whale or something like that, I wouldn't be surprised at all. I think that'd be totally something that would happen.
Nothing personal, kid.
Caught it with my bare hands.
Secret badass.
So yeah, so this
One would
cool snowshoe emporium. We can get all of our snowshoe gear here.
So cool.
Okay. Yeah, you head into Snowshoes Unlimited, and there's a lot of snowshoes here. All different sizes, lining the walls, and a single rack in the center that splits the place in half. To the left side, you can see a counter on which there is a dragonborn that is weaving some snowshoes. with some fibrous material, as well as some leather and other braces made out of wood and metal.
I'll go up and I'll approach him.
Hello, fine scaly friend. Do you have, well, I assume you have many snowshoes.
My goodness! Who said that?
I look up over the counter.
Hi.
Oh! Little one. Welcome to Snowshoes Unlimited LLC. We have one branch in at least 5 of the 10 towns, don't remember which. My name is Strongshod. How can I help you today?
We're looking for things to cover our feet so we don't sink in the snow.
Well, I have some news for you. We sell those here. They're called snowshoes. We also have crampons.
The hell are crampons?
Little things that you strap onto your boots, you see. And he holds up like a jingling pair of crampons. They have they have ice spikes on like their heel and their toe.
So, average cost? Do we get to try them on? Is it one size fits all? How's this work?
Either or.
Do you have any for the big folk? As I
We
park in
do.
the building?
Plenty of sizes for all of you. They're 2 gold pieces for a pair. Doesn't matter the size.
We'll need some for Jeeves, too.
Also,
all
Nephros
right.
is not. He's outside sulking.
He still couldn't find the place, yeah.
2
Yeah,
gold
exactly.
pieces
That's
for
the size.
the shoes or the crampons?
Both. The crampons are smaller, but they're made out of metal, so they're a bit harder to craft. So, I figured it was just easier to have everything cost the same. Less bookkeeping
That
for me,
sounds-
too.
Wow.
Well,
They
I've
just
got
fly
big
loose
folk,
and fast
so I
here,
could
don't
get
they?
4 and be broke, or
Well, I do have a question. There's a lot of us here. There's a few outside as well.
Oh,
Do you do group discounts?
group discounts? Well,
We would need a lot.
oh my goodness.
Boy.
6, I think.
Well,
Big hung need one.
Inspiration.
is somebody going to try to persuade him?
I would love to persuade.
There's also an elderly man that is with us currently, and it would actually be great if he didn't fall down and break his hip while he was traveling with us. Very important
He's
figure.
very doddering.
Oh, I can assure you that with snowshoes it would be much more difficult to fall.
I don't think I need your inspiration. I can roll it for you just in case you want me to, but I don't think I need it.
It doesn't last forever, so you might as well.
Would you like to use the inspiration?
I use the inspiration.
With
It is
the
a
style on 'em.
22.
Okay. With your 22, Strongshod kind of strokes the little horns at the tip of his chin. I don't normally do discounts, but how many of you are there?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Pointing myself.
5, 6. There's 6 of us.
6 of you. I suppose that I could part with them for half the cost. 1 gold piece each. But no less. Need to turn a profit at the end of the day, you know.
I know, completely reasonable. And thank you so much.
I'm gonna hand 2 gold pieces over for 2 pairs.
Here you go.
I will
I'll-
also buy 2, and who else can pick up the slack?
I'll do 2 as well.
Okay. You guys all have a pair of snowshoes or crampons, whichever you wish.
What
much do
size
they
would
weigh?
Nephros be? While he's outside, we have to pick his size.
well,
Child.
I can go
child
check.
6.
I run out and I line my foot up next to his.
Next
Hold on,
to,
stay still. Don't.
Next to
next to
Nephros.
Nephros.
Yeah, I just run outside and I'm just like putting my foot next to Nephros's foot and just looking at it.
Alright.
And I run back in.
A
Right.
well-fitted shoe is good for you.
Make an unproficient cobbler's tools check with dexterity, unless you're proficient in cobbler's tools.
Proficient in tinkerer's tools.
Nope.
Are those called cobbler's tools?
No,
Don't Tinker's tools come with
Huh.
a measuring tape, though?
they probably do.
Nope,
But
I
Chris
won't
is
allow
being
it.
a bitch.
Cobbler's tools don't get enough benefit,
untrained.
so this has to be cobbler's tools.
I knew I should have been a cobbler.
Damn it! I knew it.
It's reliable work.
I get to see the cobbler fairies. All right. With your 12. Is there any dexterity added to that?
Oh no, I didn't add that.
-1. It's an 11.
Ah, okay.
Mind.
Yeah, Nephros gets some ill-fitted shoes. They're a little big.
A little big.
Fine, you can fill
Makes you
them
more
up
stable.
with extra socks or something. I don't know. He'll figure it
Better
out.
too big than too small.
Yeah, Nephros
Okay.
kind of walks like Sora does, just in general.
Yeah, I think got a little bit of a duck kind of wobble to it.
Except I don't have giant feet.
Mm-hmm.
You just
You have
play them
big-ass
on
shoes,
TV.
though.
Swagger.
Okay. Strawnshot thanks you for your business. And please, visit our other stores should your snowshoes need repair.
Of course. Thank you so much. So kindly.
How much
Farewell.
do these snowshoes weigh?
Snowshoes weigh 4 pounds.
Gotta keep records.
Indeed. Crampons weigh 1/4 pound.
Well, we're only getting one or the other, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'm going with
Jam
snowshoes.
caltrops into your shoe and make cramp traps.
Crab chops, yeah.
Cramp trips.
Microspikes.
I already forgot the name of the item.
Crampons. Anyway. What are you guys
Back to
doing now?
Meet up with Jeeves, give him his snowshoes, and get ready to leave.
You give Jeeves
Fine.
his snowshoes. Sure you guys don't want to go out and get some trout tonight?
Not falling into that trap, Chris.
We can
Hey.
just get food. We can
I've
just
heard
pay for
lots
food.
of differing opinions in that,
Yeah.
hey, we need the money, and hey, we want to kill the monster, or whatever. But
Hey,
I figured
this
I'd
is a trap.
ask.
I am quite small and Vilma is quite big, so whatever I say could easily be tossed out the room. Almost literally.
There was also the question of, did you want to say you were going to go fishing and then just steal his boats?
That's right. One of us did have that idea.
This is true.
So I figured I'd present it.
Shall we establish all of our official opinions on this?
Nephros plans to head out to Talos.
To Targos.
Targos, that's what it was.
Targos is the
Yes.
next
A
town.
different direction.
All right.
The 9th town.
Yeah.
Well, if you guys are heading out,
No
then we-
fish for you, Chris.
and we will do so. Hey, you can always come back. In fact,
The
it's a,
lure of the
Abomination isn't
trout.
going anywhere.
in fact, it's a big ass lake. You can come back anytime you want. All right. I just want to make sure I have track of everybody's exhaustion. Only Grundle and Nephros have exhaustion, correct?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Cool. Coolerino. You guys go out and gather Jeeves at the buried treasure. Cora is there, sipping tea with Jeeves. Oh, back so soon. Yes, did you find the sea monster in the strange quest that you were going on?
No, but we brought you some shoes.
Oh, thank you. I was meaning to procure those for you. I was just about to leave and go get them. Jeeves, you already left to go do that. Did I? And
How are you going
where
to
would I
pay
be
for them?
without you, my dear Cora?
Change of plans, Jeeves, old chap. We're heading out east.
I got a
yes.
crumpet.
Very, very good. I'll get my things. Your clothes are... Oh, you found them. Very good. All right. You guys get into nice warm clothes, gather all your things at the buried treasure. Cora kind of gives you guys some last bits of food. And remember, if you see my boy out there, please tell him to come home, if you can, or at least find out what's befallen him. I just want to know.
War.
Boss.
Got it.
It's
Yes.
a bit ways away, so it might take some time, but
Yes, well,
Don't worry, I'll get Velma here to knock some sense into him.
thank you. I know not all tieflings are as presumably nasty as the ones that found my son. I have faith in you all. Good luck on your journey.
nice.
Alright, you guys head out.
Don't
To the
tell her we're
Icewind
locked
Dale
in
map
dungeon.
we go. I'll drag you over here, you know. Okay.
Icewind Dale, map you go.
Whoa, Black Betty. Family man.
No.
Alright.
Oh, Black Betty, slammed a ham.
No, he made us use that as a command word on our Sunday game.
I assumed, because as soon as, when I was watching the stream, as soon as I heard Chris say the name of the city, I was like, oh, okay.
It was a joke. Well, 3 months in the making. Anywho, your party heads out into the frigid south of Icewind Dale, of Bremen at least. So, doing overland encounters. Fun. Here we go.
It's not at the ocean.
Alright.
Is there a bridge across the river, or is it just ice walking?
So, as you're heading out, the snow starts to set in, and a blizzard starts to kick up almost immediately.
I swear we're cursed.
No
Should have
surprise
gone
here.
on the lake!
No, because it would have been worse if we had a blizzard on the lake and a monster. Nope, all good.
Alright. So you have... I'm just trying to get my bearings. You guys have snowshoes, so it's a half mile an hour. So every hex is 2 hours of travel. Good. And you're probably leaving at like noon, we'll say. It was a heck of a hangover. Even though you didn't do too much sticking around in town. So I'll say it's around 2 o'clock now as you're making your way over the... There is a bridge, but you can kind of just walk across the frozen lake, to be honest. So you continue onward through the blizzard, trudging along. It's now like 4 o'clock, and I guess technically you're on the road. There you go.
On the road again.
So you're scraping the road in that hex, traveling along the lake as you make your way to Targos. However, not all is fun and games.
Oh,
We were playing games on the road too.
Grundle, get dysentery.
D&D stands for don't. No, don't.
Please! What is your marching
not
order,
and
my
do
friends?
I believe we're following Suvi since he's.
Yeah,
I'll
Subi's
take the
probably
front.
at the front.
Okay.
I assume I'm in the middle-ish. The safest place for the barbarian.
Okay. So you're in the middle,
I'd be walking with Jeeves.
walking with
I mean,
Jeeves, probably
it could be-
taking up the rear if you're
Yeah,
walking
I'll
with
That
Jeeves.
too.
Yeah, I'll say
Okay.
maybe like Suvi, Nephros, Vilma, or Suvi, Nephros, Grundle, Vilma, Venric.
Stack up behind me on
Yeah,
this
that sounds
and,
fine.
Figure it out.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to, figure that out before we go along.
Before this pit trap eats Suvi and
All right.
ask Jeeves to go over there.
You guys are traveling through the quiet woods.
Jeeves is not in the back.
Oh, sure.
Pushing him.
He's
Yeah.
slightly in front of you as you push him onward in his floppy, awkward shoes. Suvi, make a perception check.
24.
Right. 24.
See ya.
Fantastic. Suvi, you notice something, even in this blizzard. You do have disadvantage on perception checks while the blizzard's going on, and in general, actually. I forgot about that because of the dim light. But your 15 does still notice something. You notice that there are some tracks that have been covered up, and they're kind of crossing your path. Blizzard's starting to fill them in. You can try and make a survival check to identify them.
There's tracks here. Yep, tracks.
There's certainly tracks.
Yeah,
They're
tracks.
they're larger than your own, that you can tell. Even now that they're filled in, and to the best of your knowledge, it seems to be a four-legged creature.
What's the holdup up there?
Large beast, perhaps.
Large beast.
Well,
How
no signs of
large
it
are we
other than
talking?
Footprints. Can I tell how old the footprints are? And yes.
Well, with your survival check, you don't tell that much, but you can tell that they are a large-sized creature.
I mean, if it's visible footprints in a blizzard, it can't be that old.
What's going on up there?
We're hunting a monster.
Oh,
It's beast
Again!
tracks.
I'm gonna take out my shield.
No sign of
Just
anything
be
yet,
ready.
but just be ready for anything.
All right, guys, ready yourselves.
Get out my walking stick.
Take out your walking stick. You're gonna shillelagh some waste. Wait, shillelagh some waste, right?
When you
Yeah.
can no longer shillelagh waste.
Okay. As you're making your way, cautiously, you all hear a sort of shriek echo throughout the valley that you guys are kind of walking through, with the frozen lake to your north at this point. It's just a shrill cry.
Undle senses
Down.
danger.
Hey, you think that might have been one of those chimichangas that lady was talking about? Quick, which one of you got the lantern?
Chimichanga.
Take it out.
I'd take out the lantern.
It's doubtful that a small creature would be that loud.
I mean,
You-
rabbits can scream pretty loud.
You take out the lantern as darkness is starting to set in, kind of early in the day, even though it's only been like 4 or 5 hours since you set out on this journey. It's been a grueling time trudging through the snow, especially in this blizzard. You take out the lantern and light it. It doesn't look like there's any chewingas or chimichangas nearby, whichever one it's able to detect.
Yeah, well, it's not Fae, so whatever it is something else.
Well,
Or whatever.
technically, it detects elementals.
Oh, alright. I forgot
Yeah.
which one she told me if it was Fae or
Yeah,
elementals.
they're very Fae-like creatures, but they are elementals, according
I think
to her
elementals are known for
knowledge.
screaming, right?
Make a, I'll accept history or nature.
Same bonus either way. I don't know anything about this forest.
Honestly,
Natural 7.
I don't know if I was paying attention the 20 years I was growing up here. Kind of just glazed past me.
And just vibed.
Right, Grundle.
Weird.
Um,
7.
Natural 7.
oh wait, which one of you is exhausted? I didn't carry it onto this page,
Me.
apparently.
Me and Grundle. I'll set
You
it
and
up.
Grundle, great. So I guess Grundle, you don't really know what this noise might be either,
Yeah,
from your knowledge. Venric, yeah, you wouldn't know this, I'm afraid. You're just not a native.
Eh.
So you haven't heard
So I
much
guess I
tell
should.
of
I
these.
suppose I'll roll too. Yeah, I don't know.
Good.
That's about what I expected.
Hey, we're all joining in, right? What is it, Chris?
Oh,
of all trades,
Vilma,
LP.
there you go. With your jack of all trades, Vilma, you recall a factoid that you had heard last night in the bar during your bar hopping. You recall that somebody had vaguely mentioned the shrill shrieking of crag cats, the scourge of Icewind Dale, and any wary travelers.
Was it just one scream?
It was just one scream that you guys heard echoing over the dale.
Do I know if they usually go in packs and hunt travelers, right?
You would estimate, but you weren't given too much information
Is
on
this the
these
only thing I
things.
remember from last night? Jesus.
Well, they
Crag cats?
didn't give you a dissertation on crag cats. They just told
Right.
you that they were a powerful foe and were very, very dangerous, and that they let out a loud shrill when they're ready to hunt.
We need to move now.
All right, you heard the lady. Get moving.
Okay.
Hop, 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 hop.
Double time, Jeeves.
I'm trying, Master Vilma.
I'll just pick him up. I'll just pick him
Oh.
up.
Okay, everybody make an athletics check. Vilma's will be slightly more difficult because they're
How about
carrying
the
an old
small
man.
ones?
It's athletics.
Oh, wrong button.
Strength. All right, Vilma, surprisingly non-effort to carry Jeeves. He's kind
Literally
of like
carrying
paper.
the team.
This is like real acrobatic and then trip over myself.
As you're strutting, Vilma starts taking up the lead with Jeeves in their hand. Everybody else kind of starts trailing behind a little bit, especially the folks with exhaustion already. It doesn't reduce your speed, but it did negate your check a little. Vilma, you kind of look back at the others as they're starting to fall behind. Jeeves says, perhaps we should go back for our companions. It seems like they're falling a little bit behind.
Jeeves, do you have a weapon?
A what? You hear the shriek again.
Where is it coming from? I'm gonna look. I'm gonna
It's-
look where it's coming from.
It
while they
sounds
catch
like
up.
it's coming from everywhere, but make a perception check so you can try and narrow it in.
Here comes the one. Yep. Okay.
Jeeves is kind of blocking one of your ears, so it's throwing you off a bit.
I get all my 20s out of the way with the useless stuff at the beginning, and now that we're gonna die.
All you can hear is
Venric,
old man
Grundle,
whinging.
you guys see some movement in the trees nearby, both to your right and to your left. Before you
Trying to
can
encircle us.
Before you can even see anything, one of the crag cats leaps out from a copse of trees towards Vilma.
Damn, it's big.
Right, it gets the drop on you a little bit, Vilma, and it gets to make one of its attacks. Oh,
Isn't it? Yep.
cat!
Yeah,
It leaps
well,
out
they do it.
towards Vilma
Get
and
it.
hits you for 10 piercing.
This is
Let's-
never gonna roll below 20 on these animals.
Let's roll for initiative.
Can't wait to
I
go
like the
last.
character.
Yeah. Yep, going last.
All right.
Hell yeah!
Save me.
Bringing up the rear. Hey.
Oh, now you
I'm
want
ready.
to ask Jeeves.
Just
All right.
beat the little man and run.
Nephros, it is your turn. You can't detect
Well.
where those other cats were, but you
What
know
about my
approximately
21?
where they were.
We
Yeah,
all
and I
know
can
where one
see
is.
this one that has leaped out to attack Vilma.
Yeah.
All right. How much can I actually move?
So with snowshoes, like even with the snowshoes, it's still difficult terrain. Like you're
and I'm
making.
exhausted, so.
Well, you're not exhausted, so it doesn't. You don't have 3 levels of exhaustion. That's when your movement speed
Oh,
goes
that's.
down.
Oh, I see. That's when.
I was just saying it slowed your athletics check, so you were kind of falling behind.
Okay.
Yeah, your attack should be fine.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so that would be full movement to get there. So let's just do this. Nifros will pull out his light crossbow and try and get a bead on this crag cat that Vilma is next to, I think.
Oh, sorry, Vilma, I got a little ahead of myself. I will need you to also make a strength check.
Just strength.
Yeah, strength.
Okay. 12.
Would a saving throw have made that better for you? Because I mistakenly said check instead of save.
No, I don't have that. I'm not proficient in saves
Okay.
for strength.
Then you are also knocked prone. And Jeeves
Oh,
falls out of
great.
your hands. Oh no!
Toss him as far away as possible. Not on purpose, but there he goes.
Delicious snack over there.
Sorry about that. Continue with your
Alright.
turn.
Okay, well that changes things because now she's incapacitated, right?
I mean, she's prone.
I'm prone. I'm still within threat.
Does that not? Okay, all right. So for sneak attack, that
I have my sword drawn. I'm swinging.
okay,
If I live.
right? Eventually, yeah. I think okay. I think Nephros is still going to do the same thing. He's going to pull out his light crossbow, try and get a bead on this thing, and let loose a bolt at it. Yeah.
Okay.
The fuck is that?
Yeah. Oh, how about that?
How about that?
Oh,
Nephros lines up a bead with that crag cat that is
My
looming
savior.
over Vilma with one of its big hefty claws. So, make go ahead and do the crit.
Roll the damage. Do I also roll sneak attack actually?
Yeah, you do, and it is doubled the damage dice.
Oh, okay. So I guess I'll probably have to click it twice because it didn't auto-enable it. Or we can just actually just because it literally doubled. It's not you roll 2 dice, right?
Lovely dice.
Okay.
Yeah, it should be.
All right. Cool.
Pretty good.
Okay, 9 plus
Pretty good.
13 is 22. Right. The
Damn.
bolt lands right square in the thing's forehead. It backpedals away from Vilma, spraying the snow with blood. It turns towards Nephros and starts snarling.
Okay, kid. Time to do your job. And Nephros will I don't know, I guess I'll cunning action hide. Let's try that.
It's okay. I'll
Up in
protect
the
you.
snow.
Okay. You can hide because it is a blizzard, so it is lightly obscured everywhere, pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you are pretty well hidden.
That's a 7 though.
Oh, that's a 7. Damn, you're right.
You're
Yeah, I'm
you're
not
trying to-
hidden.
You're tired. Yeah, you struggle to get behind Grundle and kind of stumble in the snow a bit, but you are not very well hidden. Right, Suvi, it is your turn.
Subi has a higher number, by the way.
Hey,
The
wait a
Nephros.
minute.
Oh, that was weird.
Why
Oh,
did it sort us backwards? Didn't make any sense.
did you
Whatever.
re-roll your
Close enough.
initiative at any point?
Oh, I clicked my unit and then pushed the button. Oh, whatever.
Oh,
Fine.
Well, you have a turn now.
yeah. You
Don't
should have a
matter.
turn now. It advanced it because I moved you to the correct point in the initiative.
Alrighty. That's a bad kitty.
No! Black kitty. Sabina dildo.
I like the kitty.
Well, I'm just gonna whip out my longbow and give him a shoot.
Please save me.
Probably have to drop my quarterstaff, whatever. I'll get it later.
Get the hunt on.
25.
Right?
Pretty good.
That is going to hit.
Don't count the 4, it's just a 6, looks like, yep.
Okay. 6 damage. The cat takes another arrow to the flank. It is now fully invested in not attacking Vilma.
Oh, it's adventuring career.
Yeah!
I'm just
Better
gonna
run!
move
I
up a
showed
little
you.
bit to cover better, yeah, about there.
You advance a bit. Anything else?
Can I look around for more crag cats, or would that be too much of an action?
It's too much of an action to
Alright,
look around.
I'll hold there then.
Yeah, they're still beating your passive perception. Alright, this crag cat is their turn now.
Surprise, kitty.
Oh, dang. The other... Never rolled for the other cats. It didn't get them in the initiative. Hold on.
So he admits it.
Oh my god, he had made it.
It's a whole pride of them.
Where is the stupid initiative button? Did I delete my macro that rolls for initiative?
I couldn't find it either when I was looking for it.
Oh, I found it. Shows token action. I'll give it to everybody so that everybody can see it. Okay. Cool. Cool,
Oh,
cool,
there it
cool.
is. Found it.
Well, now I'll put them in their appropriate spaces. Sorry for the delay. Okay. Cool. Okay, so it is this crag cat's turn. Still, This crag cat.
The icon on the crag cat.
Hmm?
It has an icon on it already.
Black
it has-
square.
Yes, that is because I count this as padded armor.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, the marker.
It's a pillow, but it's very small to see. Okay. The crag cat, since you are prone, it is just going to bound away and go and hide.
I can still
Hey,
attack
kitty.
it, right?
Not while you're prone.
Disadvantage on attacks. Right?
Let's hold on.
If you can still see him, it should be fine, right?
Hold on, I'm looking it up. It looks like I've looked this up before. Okay, yeah, you can.
Disadvantage on
I think
attack.
you just have disadvantage. Sorry about that.
Unlikely I'll hit him, but I have a chance at least.
Sure, it bounds away without being too careful.
All right.
Going for speed.
Oh,
Wow.
you do hit. And you have +2
Wow.
because it's padding. You take your longsword. Well, you had your longsword out.
I had it out.
You swipe. I'm also going to probably assume that you were one-handed since you were carrying Jeeves at the time.
Okay. Well, I dropped him.
You did.
Prone
I'll
two-handed
do one.
attack.
I'll do one-handed. 4 damage instead
Okay.
of 8.
You do 4 damage to the crag cat as it jumps away from you.
Goofy boys.
Okay, it is then going to bound through the snow and try and hide in some trees. Let's see if it can make a stealth check. Ooh. Yeah, it disappears. That beats most people's passive perceptions, I think.
It gone.
Yeah, a little bit.
He
He
gone.
gone.
Quickly!
Alright, one of the other crag cats jumps out of hiding to attack Fenric.
Go for the smalls.
Okay, this one is going to pounce, like I tried to do to Wilhelm. Wilhelm? Wilma.
Wilhelm.
Wilhelm!
Wilhelm.
Wilhelm Priya Venrik Wilma.
A Wilma scream!
The lady of many names.
Alright, the crag cat leaps out and makes a claw attack at Venric.
Does not hit?
Hey, didn't
It
break
does
30
hit
this time.
since it had a 22 with the advantage. It was hiding.
Oh.
Okay. 10 slashing damage, and then I'm gonna need a strength check. Strength save from you, Venric.
Are these like rolling average damage or something? Like, they seem to always be the same.
No, it's rolling.
Rolling 7s.
Weird.
Right, you are not knocked prone, and it doesn't get a bonus attack against you, but you still take 10 slashing damage from its claw. You bring up your shield just in time, and you skid along in the snow a bit. It ends its turn. It's Jeeves' turn. Oh no! He remains prone and starts crawling at half speed through the snow. Master Venric! He starts crawling back. He ends his turn. Venric, it's your turn.
Oh, Jeeves, buddy.
Let's bonk.
Bonk. You like to cast bonk?
No bonk.
I cast boop.
Right, you swing at the crag cat, but it leaps out of the way of your warhammer.
Fine.
40k.
It's my turn. I'm just gonna stay here. I'm gonna hold kind of like a defensive position.
Right. Grundle, it is your turn.
No, you don't hurt my friends.
You enter a rage. Your second of the day.
You.
Well, actually, no.
whoa.
New day.
We
Yeah.
finished a long rest. Yeah, okay. New day, who dis?
I'm gonna bash you.
With your
Slash
great
you,
axe.
Whatever it is. Yeah, that. Oh god.
Hell yeah.
Reckless attack.
You're supposed to say it beforehand.
No, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I missed.
If you'd like to reckless attack, I can let you roll again and see if you get better attack.
No, it's fine. We'll just
New
it is a
barbarian, who
wise.
dis?
Okay. Don't want to risk reckless against you.
Does that apply
No.
the padding bonus right now, or?
It doesn't. That's not an automatic thing because that's not
Oh.
normal rules.
I was wondering if you had it in there.
No, a smarter person could probably do it, but not me.
It doesn't know what you're attacking right now, so it's not going to do that anyways.
Yeah. All right. You swing your great axe, but the crag cat is able to leap out of the way. Anything else?
No,
Level
I'll
2.
just kind of.
Get in between the cat and Henrik.
All right,
So
you
place
try to
yourself here,
interpose
then.
yourself. I'll just say you make an intimidation check if you'd like to try and get its attention.
Sure, why not? That one. Oh god. I mean, I'm 9, so it makes sense.
Yeah. You're 9 years
You
old.
up so bad. Anytime I roll bad, it's just like, I'm 9. What do you
You
want
didn't
from me?
necessarily draw its attention, but who knows? Maybe it'll attack you anyway. Vilma.
You got a nice
Only,
excuse.
only hope.
Roll for your age to attack it.
I will stand up.
All right, that's half your movement.
Yep. And then I'll cast Cure Wounds on myself. Huh. Level 1.
Yeah.
There
Chris,
we go.
quick question. What's
Yes.
the only to me command?
Slash talk to myself.
Hashtag talk to myself.
Hashtag talk to myself.
Gotcha. Thank you.
And then
Backslash.
I'll
Yeah.
move 3 spaces. I'll get closer to those guys.
All right. You start heading towards them as you chant to yourself an old Goliath song that lifts your spirits, healing you.
Lifts my spirits and makes my boo-boos go away.
All
Oh,
right.
Word
You
to
hear-
I
mouth
wonder what's
here.
there.
Wonder what's there. You hear another shriek. Nephros as a crag cat pounces after you.
Me again. I'm back.
All right. It leaps out and makes a claw attack with advantage. Yeah, an 11 doesn't
First
hit
miss.
you. What type of armor are you wearing?
I am wearing leather armor, which I assume is padded.
Yes. So it's slashing. It has +2. Does a 13 hit you?
Does not. I have AC 15.
Awesome. Okay. Even though it can shred through your padded armor, you're able to lunge out of the way of its dangerous claws. And it misses. It ends its turn. Suvi. It's on you, B.
Well, the hidden one ran away, so I'm gonna go for the crag cat that's engaged with my longbows. Macro, why you no work? There we go. So I believe that's a 50.
Right, a 15 will hit.
Let's call that 11.
You draw your bow. Strikes the crag cat. You were going after the one near Nephros, right?
No, that one.
Oh, that one. Okay. Yeah, it strikes the crag cat, who is already engaged with 2 other people. It's starting to get a little angry.
Kitty
Bad cat?
Angie.
Kitty Angie.
I'm also angry. Kind of.
Anything else for you, Suvi?
I'm gonna move within range of Vilma in case we get kidnapped or something. I don't know. Whatever.
Sure. In case we
Right
get catnapped.
How about that? Alright, so-
Nephros.
9. There's another one of them. He is going to cunning action disengage and move over here.
Dive into and out of the snow as the crag cat swipes for where your head once was.
Yeah. Now, if I go to draw my short sword for an attack, can I just drop my light crossbow?
A hand crossbow's one-handed, right?
Yeah, all right. It's not a hand crossbow; it's a light
Oh.
crossbow. So yeah, I'll drop my light crossbow into the snow and pull up my short sword and go to attack this one that Grundle and Venric are attacking.
Backpedal from the other cat and then try to use your friends to your advantage with a sneaky attack towards its left flank.
One might say.
You doing over there? Sneaking?
Unfortunately, that's not enough to hit.
Womp womp. All right.
The crag cat was onto you. Out of the corner of its eye, it swipes at you, knocking you away from it before you can hit. Anything else?
I think I will just move a little bit around, and then that will, I think, be it for me.
right. This crag cat's turn. This bad boy. Let's see. He's engaged with 3 people. He hasn't gotten hit by any of you, technically.
Yeah.
Technically.
Just kind of swinging.
Technically. It's going to try and go for Venric, who looks the weakest and who was able to actually damage them a bit. He's going to go for a bite.
Does not hit.
15 does not hit you. What type of armor do you have?
Male.
Question. Male. Biting is piercing, so it has +2 against male. Does a 17 hit you?
Nope.
All right, fantastic. Then
Shield.
Shields.
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 Should get me a shield.
Vendrick's just laying on the ground with the entire shield just like turtle shelled over.
Yeah, it's like a fucking Jurassic Park. Thing's trying to get after me.
Okay. He's gonna. Moving anywhere will provoke an attack, huh? Well, this is a tight bit of checkers right here. Let's just go nowhere. Please, please, save Master Venric. Jeeves tries to climb up Vilma and Suvi.
Make some noise, it'll attack you instead.
You must protect them. I am unable to at this juncture. He spends his entire turn getting to his feet.
I found the one thing you can't ask Jeeves to do.
Use the help action when they get close.
Venric, it is your turn.
I would like to bonk.
Well,
Like.
you can certainly try.
What's this yellow thing on the map?
That's where he
that
dropped
was-
his crossbow, I assume.
Oh, I see
Yes.
it.
All right, you go to swing with your warhammer. Unfortunately, padded is even better at blocking warhammers, and that does not hit the
Fuzzy
crag
boy.
hat's hefty, furry, fuzzy hide.
The very big Maine Coon.
Yes.
I will stand right where I am.
All right, you
Refuse to
swing, but you
leave.
stand your ground. Get out of here,
Any
kitty!
bonus actions?
Oh yeah. I mean, are you finished with your turn? I don't know if you have any bonus actions or.
Not really. I have reaction.
Okay, then Grundle. Continue to rage.
Alright, let's
Undo,
actually do that
undo.
now.
I'm getting reckless. Start spinning around like a blender.
Doesn't matter. Cool.
Right. You have
talking about
advantage on the attack, so that's 18. Plus 0. Oh, plus 2 versus padding, so actually that's a 20 total. That'll definitely hit for 12 damage.
Nice.
With your recklessness, the crag cat is having trouble trying to block your axe, and it swipes into its paw. It recoils, letting out a slight yelp. Sounds almost like the howl, but not quite.
Yep, that's me. Yeah, take that, you dumb cat.
Vilma.
Yeah, let's see what we have here. I think I will just. I'm probably not gonna make it, but I'll get closer here. What's this range? I want to get within 30 feet.
Perfect.
That seems like dagger throwing range.
Yes.
And then who's going? Suvi and then Nephros after. Okay, so yeah, so first I'll start with throwing a dagger at that guy just
Right.
to help out.
Pull a dagger out from beneath your vest.
Nope.
Right. That is not a hit.
It's a blizzard, guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wind took it.
The wind took it and it goes a little wide.
We're better off
Um,
just handing that knife to Jeeves.
I'll fetch it later for you, Master Vilma.
I think I'll, since it seems Nephros can really have really effective hits, I will use my last Bardic Inspiration to make sure that hopefully he hits his target next, and we don't need to be here too much longer. So I will use my Bardic Inspiration on Nephros.
All right. Start singing
Just
a
like-
dolorous hymn.
clarion call just out to Nephros. Nephros, fuck them up.
All right. And with that,
Fired.
is this Crag
Crag
Cat's
Cat
turn.
kills him.
Hit him in the good spot. Oh, I got it.
This Crag Cat's gonna leap towards Venric again, trying to pick off the weak one, this time with flanking. It's gonna go in for a bite attack.
But he's
Well-
crunchy.
Hold on, where was it? Let me undo? Yes, can undo. Can it go... How fast can it move? It wants to do a pounce. I'll be
Well,
damned if I
it's-
can do it.
Probably have to back up to get the pounds. 'cause
Yeah,
has to be 20
it needs to
feet.
go 20 feet. It can move
Gotta do
40
the butt
feet.
scoot.
So let's see. We can go 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that'll get there because of its size.
But were they ignoring the difficult terrain for
5.
the snow, or?
That's a good point. Yeah, I'm gonna say they're large so that they're able to just... It's a lot smaller of a snow for them.
But these aren't crags.
I feel like it.
Crag is where you are, not where
2.
where it actually is.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25...
1, a 2,
30.
a 5, a 20.
Okay, it even has 10 feet to spare. Okay. Leaps in here and it's gonna make a claw attack instead.
Flowers.
Yeah, that's not gonna hit.
Nope.
Even with the advantage and the +4 total. Not advantage,
Super
with the
team.
+4.
Right.
So that misses. Okay. Well, he's done.
Good.
A lot of that for nothing. The Crag Cat leaps in towards Venric, trying to get the drop on you, but you're able to spin and whack it away with your shield. Suvi.
Alright. Let's see. What is the range on this ability?
What is it?
Favorite foe, I'm trying to find the range.
I think it's just one you can choose. You can
Doesn't
see.
say, actually.
Someone you
Copied it
know.
wrong.
Mark
Someone
the
you can see?
target.
Well, I'm gonna smoke mark this guy. You can put a symbol on him if you want, I'll just shoot him.
Sure. The Crag Cat is now your favorite foe. It's your favorite.
Exactly.
Well, that looks targety.
Yeah,
okay.
So that 24 is favorite.
That 24 is your favorite, and that's going to hit for 9 piercing. You line up that
Why
thing
didn't
right
it
in
do
your
the
sights.
other roll?
The what?
I messed up something.
Yeah, it has bonus damage too,
Didn't roll
right?
the d4. Well,
Hmm.
okay, use that d4 there too. 10.
Okay. 11?
Yeah, 11.
Okay.
11!
You line up that arrow, and it strikes true as your ranger's sight guides you through even the blizzard. That's gonna hit. You know, I forgot about the blizzard. Does that actually cause
Unless
any?
there's a huge wind. Probably not.
Yeah, it should just be
'Cause it's lightly obscured, so that doesn't give you any cover. It's just
well, light obscuration
Light
is from
text.
the dim light, not from the blizzard. Let me
yeah,
see.
you're probably right.
Wind
That's a
extinguishes
blind fighting
open
fight.
flames, disperses fog, erases tracks. Blah blah blah. Creatures without goggles or eye protection have disadvantage on wisdom checks. Okay, well, I mean, we've been doing that.
Disadvantage to be wise.
Wisdom perception checks, yeah.
Yeah, insight.
Oh, it also causes loss of concentration on some spells. But I don't think it says anything about ranged weapons.
I
Neat.
do actually need to be concentrating on that effect too. Is there a symbol for that?
I just have a C icon. Should be the first thing that pops up.
Yeah, it says concentration in the description.
Okay, I picked the
I'm dead.
little. I picked the little.
Stupid X button.
I picked a little sparkle that said heightened for bardic inspiration. So
Oh, sure, that's fun.
Well,
Okay.
I think I'll stay where I am and call that my turn.
Yeah, now that we figured that out, it was good to figure it out so that we know for the future when there's a blizzard. They happen a lot. Okay, so your arrow flies true, it deals damage, and you continue to concentrate. You'll need to make a check at the end of your turn to see if it keeps going. So make a Constitution save. Okay, you're still
Pretty good.
concentrating. Nephros,
All right.
you inspired.
Inspired. Nephros is going to take another swing with a short sword at this cragcat in front of him.
It sounded like you said this crackhead in front of him.
Gonna take another swing at this crackhead.
All right, that is gonna hit.
You.
Right.
Cool.
With your
sneak.
with your fantastic sneak attack, you deal a stunning 8 damage, which is still significant to this cragcat.
Yeah.
As they're focusing their efforts on the weakest of you all, they've neglected the stronger of you all, which is...
Yeah, fuck you.
I didn't mean it like that, but Nephros actually lands a hit while it is distracted. Anything else for you, Nephros? You still have a bonus action.
That's as he, with the momentum from that swing, he's gonna pull a dagger out of his vest and go for an offhand strike, 2-weapon fighting.
To this dude or the same guy?
To the same one.
Okay. Pull out a dagger, and with the same strike, you go for an offhand. That is not
Inspiration.
going to hit.
Yeah, sorry. I have inspiration.
Mhm.
I will use the inspiration on this.
Sure.
I'm not giving it to you anymore.
Yeah, I
You don't deserve it.
You know what? You're unworthy of me and my inspiration.
All right, Nephros. With that, you do hit. Roll for damage.
All
A
right.
13 is their AC. I was just drawing
Oh,
it out.
good. Hey, I'm glad I helped.
And of course,
You're worthy.
minimum damage. How worthy am I, though?
I was trying to redeem you, Nephros.
Listen, man.
You pull out your
Right.
dagger, and as the cragcat goes to swipe at you, you lob off one of its toes.
I give it a paper cut.
Pour some lemon juice on it.
Red kitty.
Anything
It's like
else?
sucking on the paper cut, like,
Lemon juice.
ooh, ooh.
The offhand was
Yeah,
your
bro.
bonus action, I believe. So,
Yes, I still have movement.
do you want to move anywhere? You can move anywhere around it without getting
Yeah.
an attack.
Yeah, I guess I'll move back into here to interpose myself between the two of them, because now that, let me see if that's still, yeah, that still more or less does what I want to do. All right.
Right.
Gonna Jurassic World blew it.
It is this
Yeah.
cragcat's turn. This cragcat, this cool cat, is gonna... Yikes. He's gonna disengage and then bound off into the snow.
Hey, come over here. I'm not done with you.
He's not hiding, unfortunately, because... Well, fortunately for it, because it had to disengage. Master, I will come to your rescue. Jeeves pulls out a bit of gauze, thinking that his master has taken some damage somehow. Venric, it's your turn.
Well, can't make the other one not run away, so let's turn toward this one and try to bonk.
Come on, bunks.
You spin your warhammer to this
Pop a tail,
crag
Mitch.
cat.
Permission to bonk.
That'll not hit
-2.
because of the -2. Yeah.
Damn
And unfortunately, your weapon's just not as useful against these padded creatures.
That's fine. I will
It's-
stand my ground and hold the shield up.
It's so
Right.
fluffy, I'm gonna die.
Yes.
Yes.
Both
Straight
at
up.
once. All right. Any movement?
No, I'm actually just gonna stand right here and just turn around.
Grundle, it is your turn.
Alright, probably a dumb question, but when you throw like a melee weapon, is that considered a melee attack? Or is it considered a thrown attack?
No, I think it gets.
It is a
I was
melee
looking
weapon
this up.
attack, but it is not a melee attack. I think that's how
I'm
stupid
just
it
wondering
is.
if I
I think it
throw
becomes a
javelin,
ranged attack.
does reckless attack count? What's that?
Well, bring up reckless again with your button.
So I think if you throw a melee weapon without the thrown property, it like counts as an improvised weapon or something.
Yeah, I think he'd
Melee
lose his
weapon
proficiency
attack.
bonus if it wasn't a throwing weapon.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look it up because that's an
But it
interesting
is a
question.
javelin, so it's just a ranged
Reckless
weapon.
attack
I was like,
and
I was like,
thrown.
yeah, I saw like all the stuff with like the thrown weapon proficiency that came in Tasha's, and was like looking this up, or like thrown weapon style, and I was looking all this up recently, so that's why it's fresh in my head.
Pretty cool style. You got hundreds of knives to throw.
Yeah, right.
52 card pickup. Nobody wants to do the pickup part.
Well, I was like, the way I was inspired was in Nioh 2, the dual axes style of weapon in Nioh 2 is like half spinning the axes around, half throwing them. So I was like, oh, how cool would it be to be like a dwarf who's just got like 6 throwing axes on him.
That's
and
pretty
just
cool.
Are you?
alternates between throwing axes at things and just chopping things up in melee.
Okay. Technically, I believe it's a no, but I think it makes sense. So I'll say that if you're throwing a weapon, like, and using your strength, I'll count it as being reckless. You're throwing it really hard.
Sure.
Recklessly,
I
if you would.
will
Maximum yeets.
You can
throw
also,
javelin.
Yeah.
At the one that's running away.
okay. Take out
Oh,
a
it
javelin and heft it
didn't
towards the
matter.
creature.
Plus 0.
+0. That is not going to hit. It lands in the. Oh, wait.
Hold on, he has
13.
advantage, right?
He has advantage from the reckless attack. Forgot what we were just talking about 2 seconds ago.
I just didn't think 13 hit.
No, 13
No, we established
is.
that last round.
It is their exact
Alright.
AC, so roll for damage.
Yay.
Meets it, beats it.
All right, 10 damage. The javelin sticks into the crag cat, and the crag cat slows and slumps over in the snow.
Well, now I just feel bad.
It becomes the hunted.
Oh, he's sleeping.
Now I'll get right on this one.
Okay, then you go to engage
blanket.
the final one. And nobody's tried that yet, I was surprised. Okay. Anything else for your turn, Grundle?
No, I'm good.
Vilma, it is your turn.
I can't make that right, even with the snowshoes.
Now you need to dash.
Okay, I don't feel like dashing. Um,
Through the snow.
Tell it how lame its fur is.
Just vicious mockery it. Like,
Insult
Put a
its
nice
honor.
foot. No, I don't have vicious. I didn't get it.
Interesting.
it's Nephrosis thing.
Yeah, just me. Well, from my my tiefling heritage.
Only the
Yeah,
non-bard has vicious mockery. That's a first.
Yeah.
I'm using blades, dude. I don't need to top people. I'll just
Do the
stab 'em.
chops.
I'll do the
Oh.
the choppies.
Not mocking.
with
I'm not
knives.
mocking it. I'm just as interesting.
You moccasin?
No, he's not
Uh,
mocking it viciously.
Well, I can't. He's gonna disengage if I go there anyway, so there's no real point. But I will start making my way, and I'll get in front of Jeeves on my way. He's so slow. And take the dodge action. I think would be the best at this point, just in case the other one gets some ideas.
Okay. It is this crag cat's turn. After seeing its ally go down, this guy turns tail and starts running away. He's gonna disengage.
Pussy! Cat!
That is also true.
Where you
nice
going,
one.
pussycat? Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Suvi, it is your turn.
Oh,
You're still concentrating on your favorite foe.
25 What's New Pussycats in a row.
No.
You will not regret listening to What's New Pussycat 30 to 40 times in a row.
boy.
With one, it's not unusual.
Mixed in. It's like the liberation of France.
Well, he's running away, so it might not be worth it to attack him. There's nobody else here.
Yeah, it's up to you, really. He's definitely running away. It
Your
doesn't look like
arrows.
it's gonna double back.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go pick up my quarterstaff and make sure it leaves. Guess I'll ready my action to attack it if it turns back and tries to come back in.
Right, you ready your action, but you stay your arrow just in case. Right. Nephros.
One sec.
I chase that thing down. Fucking
Can I run
kill
into
it.
the woods unassisted against an animal?
He is gonna yell at the crackhead. Yeah, you run away, you big, oversized lap cat. There we go.
Vicious mockery or just yelling at it?
So
I
you
rolled
gave
it.
him $1?
Oh, okay.
Every insult has vicious mockery behind it.
Yeah.
Come on,
Yeah.
Natalie.
This is true.
It need not understand you. That's what I was looking for. So it is fine. It's gonna need to make a.
Yes.
It's gonna need to make a Wizzy save.
Well, apparently the spell save DC is 0.
That's probably an error on that
that's
part.
real.
The thing up above it says 12, so it fails.
Oh, okay.
It takes 2 psychic damage and has disadvantage on its next attack that it will probably not make. Anything else for your turn, Nephros?
Can I just use an item interaction to pick up my light crossbow at my feet?
You are more than welcome, my friend.
All right, he's gonna do that, and then he's gonna move a little bit over to this side of Vendrick towards the corpse of the other crackhead. Numpy it.
Alright, you go to flank Venric. It is Jeeves' turn.
Yes.
Master Venric, are you hurt?
No, I'll be fine. Don't worry.
Please, I have some gauze in case you've been struck in battle.
Band-aid.
It has flintstones on it.
I brought you a Ninja Turtles band-aid.
Also some gummies.
They were your favorites.
Ooh, I'll take the gummies.
You didn't take your vitamins this morning, Master.
Gummy edibles.
Of course, he says vitamins.
All
You'll
right,
say a bath.
I preserved them by wrapping them in aluminium foil.
you son of a bitch.
You started this.
I did. Venric, it's your turn.
Well, the other one's running away, so I'm just gonna lay on hands myself.
In front of everyone, Master Venric.
I just kind of like brush off the dust and then lay on hands at the same
Gotta
time.
relieve stress.
All right, you gonna go brush some dust off, and great,
I've never seen a gnome brush himself off. Oof.
Wow.
in front of everybody. Yeah, you can lay on hands. How much do you want to give yourself?
Restore a total of hit points equal to your paladin level times 5, so I'm now at 10. I'll just restore 10.
Wava whoosh! You empty your pockets of lay on hands
Babooey.
and
gonna lay on hands.
refill your hit points, which have now disappeared.
Success.
There they are.
Infinite.
Infinite HPs. Alright, anything else?
Mm,
We're mostly just seeing if
I-
you guys end up killing this thing before it escapes, because it is leaving.
yeah, I mean, I have some things that could possibly help, like Bless, but it's like plus a d4, and it's for saves and stuff, so just let it run.
Grundle. Letting it
I'm
run?
going to, yeah.
Let it
I'm
ride.
just moving 5 and
We got the runs.
15 dash 5 and 15, and that's all I got.
Go mutilate the bodies.
Vilma.
Carve it.
I'll just.
Just letting it escape?
Yeah, I'm not gonna waste a dagger on that thing. Actually, I'm gonna go over here and start looking for the dagger I threw before.
Sure. You did throw it somewhere in the snow, so I'm gonna have to make an investigation check.
Okay, you make that. No, me. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna have you. Sorry, I did misspeak, but I'll say that no, your mic misheard it. I said
it
it
was my fault.
correctly.
Have
You got
me
me. Yep.
make the
DM's always right.
investigation.
Nope. God damn it, it's gone.
You start looking around in the snow, but the thing is so thin, it's hard to tell where it went. That's for somebody to step on once the eternal winter thaws.
I'm gonna keep looking for as long as it for a while at
As
least.
long as it friggin' takes. All right. If you guys want to take a short rest while Vilma looks for her dagger, you may.
During the
Well,
short
we
rest,
carve
or
up our meat.
I was just about to say, yeah, or before it, Nephros is gonna like take one of his daggers and sort of gesture over towards him. He's like, "Hey, you seem pretty well versed in all this wilderness shite. You know how to skin a cat?
Yes, they make fine hats.
Ibs.
Wonderful. Well, I got knives to spare for you.
Plenty of
I
knives.
Don't wait to rub it in, Nephros.
So many
Oh, I
knives.
misplaced mine. I have a hand axe.
I can help you search for it.
Thank you. Wait, what's your intelligence?
Wait,
How
are you
smart are
smart
you?
enough to help me?
Do you want help or not?
I have +1 from.
Do you want help or not?
Yeah, you can help me. I'll take it. Thank you.
Okay, I'll
Oh.
let each of you make one, or one of you can make both if you wish.
What do you want to do? It doesn't bother me.
I got a +1, so I can try my luck again.
Okay.
Pop. No. I should have had you roll.
Okay. With a
No, it wouldn't
Well-
work.
It wouldn't have
Do
worked. I
Oh,
just
you
wanted-
-1. Okay.
I just wanted to see it wouldn't have worked.
Okay.
Man,
Yeah.
now I know how Matt Mercer feels playing a silly character with
Oh my
like low
God.
intelligence.
Is that your second 0?
I mean, I rolled quite a bit.
Well, I had
of
the
those.
0 first.
yeah, I think somebody else had it. Yeah, it was
Okay.
definitely.
Mine wasn't
Suvi
red
had
for
the-
some reason, which is interesting.
Yeah, that's usually perhaps
I
because
think it was.
I think normally gray is like if it's a 10 on the.
Oh, I had advantage is why, so
Yeah.
it assumed the other one was the keep roll, so it left it 0.
Yes. That's exactly why. Yeah.
Anyway, can I pull the 2 arrows I put in this guy out and not have to worry about that?
Yeah, sure. Let me just. I'll do a 50-50 as to whether used arrows snap or get lost.
Yeah, that's how it's supposed to work, I think.
Yes.
Well,
50%
there's no
recovery
official
rate.
rules, I don't think. So I'll say that you recover one of them, the other snapped in half,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
fair enough.
How about my javelin?
Javelin, I'll say that'll break on a 1 instead of 1 or a 2.
Those are meant to be thrown.
Okay, so the javelin is fine as well.
So are arrows.
Alright. I just want to take a claw from this thing.
Okay, make a survival check, and anybody else that wants to harvest food from this will make a survival check as well.
Got it.
Sure.
I'm gonna tell Jeeves if he can find the dagger, he can keep it.
Good
Really?
show, Mistress Vilma.
Thanks, Dice.
I will make the attempt.
What about for? Because
Oh!
if we're trying.
My foot!
Of course, you fucking
And he dies.
I
There you
think
go,
I...
Jeeves.
Is this
You're
it?
now armed.
Yes,
Sticking through my foot.
Master has given Jeeves a dagger.
And Jeeves is free.
Jeeves is
He's free
free!
to kill you.
No, his only freedom is death, and he won't let me. And Frederick won't let him die.
I'm not allowed near sharp objects.
Yes, yes. Alright, so... Anybody that made their survival checks.
I'm probably not very good at it, so it didn't
Maybe we
bother.
should just, well, they're all awful if we had
I
advantage.
just want to rip a claw out of it.
I'm gonna say, Suvi, you were able to recover an average amount of food, so roll a d6 and add your wisdom modifier.
Nice. Dice rolls. D6. 5 plus 3, so 8.
You got 8 pounds of usable rations.
Not bad.
Some pretty good cuts of crag cat. The rest, you're not sure what that organ is, but it's filled into the other organs, so best avoid it.
Weedle splooch.
Does that also include any efforts to like skin it for a pelt or anything like that?
Yeah, you weren't able to salvage the pelt, unfortunately.
Okay.
Just scraps of it.
Yeah,
It's
that's fine.
padded. It's padded fluff, man. It's hard to get through.
Yeah, and Grundle, chopping off a trophy claw is not that difficult, but you were only able to really get. It's kind of big to like carry the entire paw, so you kind of just rip off one of its.
One of its nails.
one of its-
Yeah.
like fingies.
You get like the dew claw.
Yeah.
A
Sure.
worthy plot.
Rip that out, and it kind of looks like a rabbit's foot for the uninitiated. But to
Right,
those in the
yeah.
know, that's a crag cat claw, which is apparently hard to say.
Crag
Yes,
cat
Grundle,
claw.
that was a very nice javelin throw.
Thanks.
You've
I've been
salvaged.
practicing.
You've salvaged some
Dummies.
stuff from the crag cat.
Are we
Anybody
setting
want
up?
lunch?
Yeah, I was gonna say, are we gonna sit here and rest a bit before we continue, or shall
Oh,
we
Red
leave?
cat is best served fresh.
Well, I mean, about how long's it been? Do you think
It's
we
been-
can still make it to the town?
It's been 5 hours, but now it's been 6 hours since you've spent some time cleaning the cat and searching for the dagger. So you have about 2 more hours left in you, or you can just short rest, or you can long rest now. It's up to you. It's starting to get dark.
How close are we to the town? We should be. Since we got the ship.
It was
Right.
supposed to only take us 6 hours to get to town.
How far are we into the walk
Oh, then
before we
we're
get this
almost
fight?
there.
2 hours?
Well, because of the nature of the road, you would have actually had to. You would actually get there in 8 hours. So if you keep pushing,
Okay.
you will get there. But an
Yeah,
hour
let's-
over schedule.
Yeah. I mean, I think we got enough time to get to town before it's dark.
Yeah,
I
let's
say
go.
we get on the road.
That's not to camp near wounded corpses.
Exactly. We know there's 2 other cats out there that got a bit of a vendetta against us.
They might just feed on their own if we just leave them.
Bring
be.
them on. Bring them
We
on.
showed them we
Nope.
were the alpha.
Nope.
They're not coming back.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Sure. And you know what? They can have a fun time while we're sitting in a warm bed with a hot meal.
And we're walking.
Right.
Didn't even get to smite.
Yeah.
You could have chosen
You didn't
to.
crit.
These slots work for
You have to
smiting.
hit to smite.
Yeah. The padded due to the Rochambeau homebrew rules,
I would like to smite.
the hammer wasn't as good as against these padded creatures.
Not good against floofage.
It's not
I
a
know.
good
Buy a
against
variety of
floofage.
weapons.
I know.
A lot of these blubbery creatures have plenty of fat for this winter. All right. So your party is still heading towards Targos. You lingered an hour, even though you still have like 2 more hours to go. So let's continue onward. At this point, I'm gonna have everybody make a Constitution check because you're going a little over the limit.
Push it to the limit.
The limit, the
A save or a check?
limit. It's a I think it's a check.
He said,
On.
check.
Why?
A lot of
Oh,
20s.
sorry. Hold on. Can't save.
No, it's a check.
Yeah.
Oh, check.
Yeah, it is a
That's
check, I believe.
Same,
Just
I don't have
because you're not
proficiency
saving
at all.
Oh,
against
that's
something,
true.
it's you're pushing
Well, it's the
yourself in a
same.
forced march, even though it's only a forced march for an hour. But
Yeah,
it
my roll's
was
the same either way.
it's an hour after you should have decided to go to bed.
Sure. Yeah.
So
All night to
Vilma, you did have to carry Jeeves for a little bit as he got a little too tired to continue on the way, and it gives you 1 level of exhaustion.
Thanks, Jeeves.
What's that foot injury?
Sorry, it's just so cold. Thank you for carrying this. And I'm sorry for poking you with the dagger earlier. I forgot it was on my belt.
I'm just glad it was actually the dagger.
Sticking
What else
out of her shoulder.
would it be? Never mind.
Anyways, where's this fucking town?
Is that a dagger in your pocket, or have you been using a vet stone?
You make it to Targos. It is now nighttime. It's been a long journey in the afternoon from Bremen. It's like 9 p.m. at night, which it's been dark for 3 hours or so. Because it gets dark really early here in Icewind Dale. Like it will soon
Too real.
here
too
in
real.
Rhode Island
No.
and the world. Alright,
The whole
Just
world.
half
Northern
of it.
Northern Hemisphere.
the
Yeah.
whole northern hemisphere.
Yeah, there
No,
you go.
just
Well, the whole
just
world.
this part.
Just Rhode Island.
Just Rhode Island. Everywhere else is sunny and beautiful.
This first winter or 15th winter?
We've had first winter, yes. But the Gopher gave us sixth winter. Alright. Targos is a walled town. The wall is made out of wood, and it's kind of tall, pointy sticks, pricking the skyline. And the wall extends out a bit onto the frozen lake, which it is like on top of. The top part is like a hill that descends down into the rest of the town, but the walled city is closed right now. As you approach, you can see torchlight in 2 little watchtowers at the gate.
Yeah, if it's dark outside, I'd probably cast light on, something I have, just so we have some light to go through the darkness.
Of course, that makes sense, as light helps you see.
It does.
Okay, then as you approach, since you have light lit, you'll hear a call. Hail! Who's out there?
Grundle.
Very
Travelers.
travelers.
Weary
Looking to get out of
travelers.
this.
We
have you
come
business
from
in
Bremen.
Targos?
We come from Bremen on our way to Tourmaline. We just look to stay the night, and then we'll be back on our way.
Right, I'll be down to let you in. And the gate starts opening slightly as they kind of pull it out towards them.
Oh, that's nice. I didn't bite my tongue this time. That went pretty well.
You're not bleeding everywhere from the mouth.
Well, let's not be kidding. Our lips are split from all the cold anyway.
Two militiamen in hefty fur coats and little bucket helms come outside. All right, then, we're going to need to search you before you enter the city as a standard procedure.
What?
You know, it's standard procedure, they assure you as they go to search you guys, if you guys will let them.
That meat?
We're armed, that's for sure. We had to fight our way here.
I give them my heavy hammer. I start passing out my shield. I'm like, here you go. Hurry up.
I
You don't
start
need to
taking
give
off
them
my
things.
clothes.
We don't need it. We just need to know, what we're dealing with.
You said you're gonna check me, so I figured you can hold on to that while your other friend is checking me.
Sure. Yes, of course.
So I assume the position.
Yeah. Are you guys trying to hide anything? Because otherwise they'll just try and search you.
I'm not smart enough to.
I mean, yeah.
I don't think
Nephros
anybody
is
has anything they
decomposing.
need to hide, but I figured
No,
I'd ask.
Nephros is not going to
I
hide
have
anything.
important documents, but
Unless
otherwise.
they can read your backstory.
She's like, I am hiding Big Hunk, but...
And yeah, well,
Right up the
he's-
grundle.
he's sitting loud and proud on top, strapped to the top of my trunk that I carry around.
I offer him the crag cat meat first.
He happily accepts it.
I'm talking to the guard.
It's
Okay.
like to Big Hunk.
Big
To
Hunk
Jeeves?
loves crag cat.
You offer it to the guard.
Fresh crag cat.
Impressive, but no thank you. All right. You folks are fine to go through. Don't cause any trouble. See that you've all got weapons, so if anything happens, we'll know who to look for.
Okay.
Can I just
Where-
get your
where can we,
names?
My name's Grundle.
Suvi.
All right. You guys give your normal names?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll-
Yeah, I'm not going to go through everything.
Yeah,
Just
Benner's
Give
gonna
him my
be-
true name.
Formality.
Right. Benner's being pompous is just like, Venric Mernig of the Purple Knights. Like, this is my station.
My
blah, blah,
name is Alistair. Oh, wrong campaign.
blah. Yeah.
Venrek, do you want to make a persuasion check if you wanted to look, kind of like enforce your title?
Enforce my title, hell yeah.
Swing some big dick.
I whip out my
Is
big dick.
that
Big purple dick.
persuasion's under
charisma.
wisdom? Oh, charisma, yeah.
Priswisma.
We small, but we big. at
Or
the same
squizma.
time.
Oh, okay, that brings up a good point.
Oh, hell yeah.
What does bring up a good point?
I'm now wondering if Nephros wants to try and throw around the name of his family from Waterdeep.
Yes,
Wow.
we're all very important. Maybe we could be
Well,
like, is there important
y-
people who
you-
we could talk to?
You stroke your chin as Venric is extolling his purple knight, like purple dragon knight. What's it? I keep thinking heritage, but
Sigil?
yeah, his icon, his status.
Yeah, it's like a
Um,
little emblem on like the armor that would represent like that he's a scout within the Purple Knights.
All right, I'll do some rolls. All right, the militiamen nod to Venric and kind of salute them. Apologies, Master Gnome. We didn't see that you were a member of the Purple Knights. Please, right this way. If you need stay at the inn, you should be able to find a place at the Luskan Arms. The speaker's usually staying there as well, if you have business with them.
Perfect. Wonderful.
Does this one actually speak?
What? Of course he speaks.
Never mind.
Yes. Nearth Maxildanar. Well, boy, that name really rolls off the tongue, doesn't it? Yes, it does, of course.
Does
Nerth
he have a nickname?
talks plenty. Yeah, that's all we need to say about that.
Well, if you point us in the right direction, then I will lead this group to.
Yes, it's down the hill and on the docks. Bit of a walk, but you should be fine.
Thank you kindly.
Right.
I'm gonna try and memorize these two guys' faces just in case. Just
If
in
they try
case.
to sell
you a
big guns on you.
changeling?
I'm just gonna make sure I can recognize them if we need to.
Are you a changeling?
Add them to the Book of Grudges.
All right. You mesmerize those faces. One has like a grizzled beard that's popping out from beneath their bucket helm. The other doesn't really have any defining features behind their bucket helm. They were very bundled up, I'm afraid.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. If they didn't have those helmets, you might have been able to detect them. And I was getting ready to do a description before I realized they were wearing helmets.
Mm.
All right. You guys enter Targos. You can go wheresoever you please, but the Luskan Arms is right about there, according to their description.
Well, I mean, we seem to have gotten a pretty good place.
Why is
Luskan
the
Arms?
city so much more fortified than the other one?
Yes.
Yes, Luskan Arms, let's go.
Just a speaker who can talk will be a welcome change. Yeah, we'll just follow along with Fenric.
Yeah. I'm a tiny thing, so it also fits on
It's
this
in
map.
the roads.
Yeah.
You
On
actually
this
get
map,
to
you are
slide between
61
the
feet
roads.
wide. Back, I'm trying to measure you.
How big is I'm
I'm
Fenric?
47 feet.
Wide.
Godzilla attack.
Oh, I realized that all this is now turning into like little cliffs and kind of goes down.
Yep. The way down is up there. It is, in fact, a cliff overlooking the frozen lake. You see that this dock and city really are much bigger than Bremen was. The buildings are much closer together, and a lot of them have second stories, which is not much to be said of that in Bremen, which is mostly single-story buildings.
Strange that there are less bars in the bigger city.
Yeah,
Must be liquor licensing.
I think it's the fact that 5 really dumb brothers were doing a really dumb thing and making 5 total.
yeah. That
Deflation,
makes
in
sense.
other
With
words.
each other.
There's also more reasons to drink when you're in a tiny
I mean,
city with.
It's a pastime. That's it. That's all
Yeah.
you got.
we probably gave them the most gold they've gotten in months, if not longer. So.
Yeah,
Just
exactly.
seeing what we paid the shoe man. He's
Yeah, that
drinking
guy
well.
definitely. He was just like, yeah, I'll just cut it in half since you guys. I don't know. So he
Or
probably,
Still $500 worth of materials.
you know, it's.
You can't go to a
It's-
ski shop and not spend $100, right?
True.
It was in
Right,
demand.
right.
It was in demand. It was fair prices for.
Surprised they don't have like
demand.
cross-country skis.
Here?
I guess it's not that much of a sport here. But maybe some
It's
other
not
place
really a
might have
sport.
them.
It's a transportation method.
I mean, if they already have sled dogs and stuff, they might not even need it.
Yeah. I
Anyway,
didn't see any dogs.
you guys start making your way through Tarks. I'm just reading a teeny bit to try and make sure I have my descriptions set.
God, I hate reading.
I know. You
It's
and
for
me
nerds.
both, buddy.
Yeah, exactly. It's for nerds.
Yeah, that's why I
Alright.
never read the whole card of magic.
All right.
Everyone just got so mad, probably.
You, as you're heading through the town of Targos, the buildings look somewhat familiar and just slightly different than those back in Bremen. If anybody'd like, they can make a history check on that little tidbit. But they
I'd
kind of
love
have
to.
a, like, Mott and Dauble kind of thing to them with plaster and wood, as opposed to just wood and mortar.
Oof.
Grundle, you've seen places like
It's a
this
10.
before. Oh, it's a 10.
I'm
Yeah.
an 8 as well.
You're an 8 as well. Well, it's
The
awfully
buildings
dark
are
out.
We're experts.
They look good. You know, we don't need to worry about it too much, but they look
What is
nice.
our highest intelligence score anyway?
Not
Oh,
me.
yeah, it looks like Nephros is the highest history score. Vilma second behind that. But regardless, everybody's tired. Don't need to know too much about the city. So either way, it just looks slightly different as you're heading through. You notice one of the flags that are kind of common throughout the town, just standing on little lantern posts. The flags show a blue field with a black ship sailing upon it. as the crest of Targos you take from the commonality of it. Eventually you make your way down to the Luskan Arms, which is it's a veritable tavern that you might have down in Waterdeep or something down to the south. As you open the doors and head on inside, the sigil of this place is a pair of daggers that are crossed in front of a nice cursive L.
Airing today, aren't we?
Beautiful.
Beautiful. You open the door expecting a Waterdavian sort of welcome, but the place is dark and kind of drafty, to be honest. There's a bit of a smell of mold, and you can swear you see a rat running away from you guys as the door opens and it runs into the darkness.
Good eating.
I mean,
There's
we could probably purchase food. You don't need to eat the rodents.
there's a chimney lit, but it's not very warm. A balding man with a bit of a belly kind of comes out from behind the counter. Hello, welcome to the Luskan Arms. How can I help you today? I'm Owen.
Pleasure to meet you, Owen. My name is Venric. I'm a scout of the Purple Knight.
Goodness.
Purple Heart.
Yeah.
I have a Purple Heart.
Didn't realize we had
in action.
a veteran here. It was a crag cat, you see.
I'm here with an adventuring party. We're moving through this place. We need to stay for the evening.
Yes. Well, you can lodge with us for 5 silver each.
All right. Come on, pay up.
Sure. Velma, you want my snowshoes? I'll cover you this time.
Very good.
But are you able to pony up 5 silver?
Yep, I'll
I-
put some in as well.
Yep.
I put 4 silver pieces in.
I put 1 in to cover.
I put 5 in though.
5 each, not 5 total.
I put 5.
That's nice, Grundle. That's fine.
Rundle thinks he put in 5. 4.
Remember, Grundle, 1 for each finger on 1 hand.
I'm a little short. I'm sorry, Mr. Owen, but if my friends can't cover for me, I might be willing to do some work around the place. Maybe I can freshen the place up a bit.
I've got 3 silver left to my name.
I figured that we were
Anybody?
starting to run low.
We are fairly low. We would need to do some jobs.
Nephros is like thumbing through his coin pouch and like 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 gold.
Spare some for the help.
4
I
silver.
put 3 down and then 3 copper.
Well,
Oh no, Jeeves! No, he's willing to do some work. Just ask him.
right.
No.
If nobody can pay for Jeeves, then he's going to try and make a persuasion check with Owen to see if he can try and persuade him to let
I've
him stay.
put most of his pay down.
Can
Most of it?
Nephros help?
Yeah, you can. Help with the persuasion, I assume.
Yes.
Sure.
With the gold. No.
In fact, I'll let you do it. You're probably more persuasive than Jeeves is.
Which I'm just gonna roll a 1 again.
He's very helpful. Well, with the exhaustion,
yeah.
that is in fact a 1, but Jeeves is kind of helping you, so that negates the
Ooh.
disadvantage. You're like really
Oh,
tired,
man.
but still kind of convincing as Jeeves is willing to throw himself on the mercy of the Luskan Arms, and Nephros is just like, yeah, I mean, he loves helping out. He loves doing this stuff. Just give him a chance. I'm sure it'll be useful for you. We're all paying anyway. And no one just looks at you all and just, whatever. You can stay. Just clean up the place. There's a broom over there. You'll help with food in the morning too. Probably gonna be too tired.
I mean, I can give assistance too.
All right. Well,
Are you all right? Has something been going on? Like, it seems mighty.
Any
Quiet.
monster attacks?
Oh, monsters don't come to Targos. No. I'm just getting tired of all this winter all the time, and it's just really starting to get to me. We haven't seen the sun for 2 years. Must understand.
Oh no, I understand. It's called sad.
Has it been that long already?
Here it has.
Seasonal
What's this?
depression, yes.
This seasonal affective disorder. Yeah, sad.
What's the sun?
No, sad, not sun.
Where
Wait,
is
the
the
words
sun?
always stood for that. I just thought it was sad.
It's just, I mean, it is sad.
It's very sad.
Wait.
Anyway, yeah, you guys are the. There's a few rooms taken. Just don't go to the room at the top. The first room at the top. That one's taken by Nairth. He keeps that room to himself. Any other rooms are yours. Just go up and take them. As long as it's not locked.
Sounds good. Thank you kindly.
Keys. He fumbles around behind the counter. Keys. He gives you guys some keys. He just kind of throws them at you guys.
See if these work.
Pass it off to just Nephros, whoever tossed to it.
Yeah.
You can hold on to him.
Sure thing, thank you.
Right. You guys head upstairs. On your way up, the door that they were talking about opens, and a tiefling with red skin and swooped back horns and slicked back hair, in plate armor, comes out of the door and looks at you all coming up the stairs. Oh, excuse me. Just closes the door and walks past you down the stairs and out the door. Evening, Owen.
Wow.
Evening.
Wow, Nephros, that guy looked like you.
Alright, well, first, you're a kid, so I can't really blame you for it.
A teachable moment.
Teachable moment.
Now, you see, even though we look really similar, we're not the same person, and there's actually a lot that's different about us. For example, I'm sure he's a very nice guy. Me, I'm a bit of an asshole.
I wouldn't say
Seem
such
pretty
mean
well
things
armed
about
for
yourself.
someone going out at
I
night.
also have an asshole. I have a butthole.
Look, all right.
That's
can we
right.
not teach him the bad words.
No, we need to learn how to get on in the world.
Bad words included.
Yeah.
I believe that is Speaker. We should probably speak with them in the morning.
Yeah, well, give a shot making some breakfast in the morning. I'm sure
It's
that'll loosen
interesting
him up.
that he's going out this late at night, but
Full
Uh,
armor.
Make a perception check.
Could always ask him what he was up to.
What are you up to?
What do you
What
think?
What are you
You
know-
buying?
Can I make one too?
Anybody can make one, really. What is a check, anyway?
Didn't
But
even.
something that you can make.
What is a PC but a miserable pile of ability checks?
I must roll dice or I'll die.
But enough rolls! Have at you!
Wine glasses come out of nowhere.
Alright, yeah, all of you guys can pretty clearly hear, except maybe Vilma because of the tiredness.
yeah.
But most of you can pretty much hear that there is still somebody in that room. Sounds like they're just kind of generally moving around in there. Like the person that left,
Yeah.
there's still somebody in there.
Well, maybe he wasn't the Speaker.
Zenrik is gonna take his time to find a room. I'm gonna knock on the doors.
I'm gonna take the one across from that one. The first one.
Sure. Yeah, there's a whole hallway here that's only got a few rooms taken, but there's enough rooms for each of you to get your own if you want.
Enric
Yeah.
politely knocks on the doors. Grundle just kind of slams his fist on them.
Knock, knock.
He's taken this opportunity to shout knock knock at people's doors and then repeatedly punch them as if he's like kickboxing.
Nephros is just kind of walking down.
I got nothing for that.
He's like
People
walking
moving
down
up.
the hallway with a hand on the doors until he gets to one that is not locked, and he just pushes it open and kind of walks in.
Ready everybody gets their own rooms and nestles in.
I want to check my equipment really
is too
quick, just to
small.
make sure that their random check was
Sure.
clean.
They graffitied Big Hunk again.
I need to check my room for bugs.
Make an investigation check.
Oh no! Don't make me do a check, Chris. I don't want to roll dice.
You wanted to check your equipment.
tired.
Jack of all tracks.
But I'm dumb.
But
But I'm
Practically
dumb.
robbed
really
yourself by
dumb, and I
being bad.
won't do good.
I'm dumb. You should be nice to me.
Yeah, nothing is my fault.
You root through your
Also, you-
stuff, Vilma, and you are actually down a gold piece. I took it away
How?
from you.
They didn't even go to my purse. How'd they do that?
Make an insight check.
Audacity.
Oh, I'm gonna have to murder some guards now.
As you ponder murdering the guards, a thought comes back to you.
That's a crime.
Slight memory from, maybe 2 days ago. You think that it may have been more than silver that you gave to that gnome for getting you that autograph. He also took a gold piece.
Yeah,
He-
he's
he
not
only
gonna
said
wake
that-
up next time I see him.
Yeah, he only said that he got
Add to
2
the
silver
shit
pieces
list.
from you.
How do you wake up dead?
That's the trick. You don't.
Be Megadeth, that's how.
Why don't you steal money from me and we'll find out?
Yeah, that guy's probably not going to live long.
He's lucky he's in another town, I'll tell you that much.
We're going back tonight to
I
get
didn't
it.
notice that he stole money from me the whole day.
Yeah.
I
you
don't
just
have that many
drinking.
gold coins. Okay.
No, you
I'll
don't. But
tell
you were
that.
just kind of fumbling around in your purse for them.
Yes,
I
alright.
did have you make a check when he asked you. I had you make an insight check.
Oh,
when he
to
said
remember
that-
the day.
I said
fucked
to
that
remember
one
the
up.
day, but it was actually to see if he was lying.
Oh, okay, yeah, that was all gone.
Yeah,
Ruin the
sorry.
day.
That was fine. I'll get my due.
I'll get my due.
Ooh.
Master Venric, would you mind if I did the bed up for you and got you a bath drawn?
Hot cocoa.
That sounds lovely.
Fantastic. He kind of just takes up residence with you in your room.
Yeah, I figured.
All right.
I'm a small gnome. Literally, this is like a king-size bed for me. He can
I'm
fit
a
on
big,
it.
big furblog.
No,
There's no room in this
I'll
room.
nestle up at the bottom of the bed.
There's literally room
Like a
for two.
cat?
No,
Just
there's a
lay-
trunk here that I can rest upon.
I'm
There's a closed chest I'll climb into, don't worry.
even giving you a direct command that you are sleeping on the bed.
But Master Venric, that's your bed.
You never listen to me anyway. At least let me do you this kindness.
Don't have to be the little spoon.
Very well. He crawls into bed.
If you're
And
uncomfortable with it, just put a little pillow fort in between us.
he said he was going to draw you a bath and make your bed and
Yeah.
whatnot, but he immediately falls asleep upon head touching the pillow.
Oh,
Get
jeez.
some good night.
I'm gonna go make my own bath.
Sure. You go past the second bed in the room and go make another bath.
Oh, there's 2
It's
beds. I
just
thought
like
there
one
Yeah,
of
there
those
one.
was. There
naked
was. He was
cats.
just offering to sleep on the trunk. All right. Well, I think that's all we have time for. You guys have settled into the Luskin Arms for tonight. Thanks, everybody. Came out to watch.
Didn't
If you
get the
want-
crag cats.
Hell yeah. We defeated some crag cats and got swindled and didn't fight any monsters. So, if you want to watch the Rime of the Frostmaiden, we do this one every Wednesday from 7 to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you want to watch our sister stream, that's on Sundays from 9 p.m. to midnight. If you want to watch, see my books, they're on DriveThruRPG and the DM's Guild. And if you'd like to support me in another way, you can do so on Patreon/NobleCrumpet. That out of the way, we will see you next time. Stay warm, my friends, and don't sleep on trunk. It's weird. Goodbye,
you're camping.
everybody. Stick around for the raid if you're in
Don't
chat.
sleep on trunk.
Just don't
What?
sleep on
Weird.
trunks. It's weird.
Don't sleep on you.
Good night, everyone.
Sleep it off.